let us begin.
Let's.
So, in our last session, uh, well, yeah, definitely our last session, the one we had with all our group together, you all decided to attack a fucking airship, or the fucking airship, as it was, catching me off guard, definitely. I had to draw the whole map from scratch. It was a great time, thank you all, I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
The, before that, however, you took some time at the manor to generally sort a few things out. You let Sylvia go after the meeting went sour. Spent a little time doing some preparations. Morris, you acquired a Vishtogar's broom. Well, you've had that for a little bit. And then you put it to use. You snuck around the outskirts of Shady Creek Run, taking several hours to make your way out of sight of the Flying Eagle patrols, which has thus far been harassing you for quite some time now, until you were finally right under the airship. And there, you launched up into the sky using some clever engineering. Zale, you had to get stuffed into a bag for a while. That was unpleasant. Akron, you purchased a potion of flying from an alchemist in Central Clover for a whopping sum of 1,500 gold, of which you still owe 200. Don't forget that. I'm sure that'll come up, and the man will have far-reaching consequences if you forget. Then you went and you attacked their ship.
Wait,
Just
1500? That does not sound...
It was.
1,000 for the
I did not
potion,
have-
then 500 to expedite it.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
You paid a 300 deposit on the extra 5, and now you still owe 200. But anyway, you attacked this airship with the 4 of you: Morris, Zale, Strom, and Akron. And the attack had mixed results. You ended up facing pretty monumental resistance up there. In addition to the crew of 10 Eagles and their Eagle Riders, you had a complement of crew members as well, various men and women armed with weapons, mostly rifles and shotguns, or blunderbusses. And you also encountered a figure up there who seemed of some importance coming out of the captain's cabin, flanked by 2 imposing bodyguards. None of you knew who this man was, but Morris, you decided to cut off his head anyway after you slew him, and took him with you, and the rest of you had to make your own escapes, effectively scattered by the force of the counterattack. Morris diving down off of the ship, sending your broom to pick up an unconscious Strom and Akron. Akron, you unfortunately bled out, but the broom did manage to paramedic the both of you and get you off of there. While Zale teleported off the side of the ship and dove headfirst into the forest, teleporting at the last minute to avoid being turned into a Zale splatter. It took you some time to escape. Zale, you had to manhandle an eagle. Strom and Akron, you had a very uncomfortable flight on this broom, which there is no seating on. You were just kind of tucked over, or draped over it. Your bones rather uncomfortable from the force of the ride, but none of you fell off. Morris, you had your own little side adventure in order to escape, in which you nearly died several times, but you
No, I
didn't.
don't know what you're on about, mate.
Yeah, no, definitely not.
I had it completely
And-
in hand.
And now here we stand. Morris, you have just managed to arrive, having taken the form of an eagle polymorphed by a druid in order to return to the mansion. You returned, went your way off to to call back an army that Zale had sent after you, and now you stumble back in through the gates. Not too bad off for wear, honestly, but very, very tired.
Absolutely tapped is what you mean.
Absolutely. Zale, you are awake as well, perhaps standing vigil, awake through the night to wait for Morris's return. And Strom, you have 1 hit point. You have regained consciousness, brought
How-
back to.
Sorry, how do I get rid of the death saves thing and
Just give yourself
get-
one
Just give
HP.
heal yourself for 1 hit point, and that should make it go away.
Okay,
If you click on the death saves, it'll bring up like a little healing menu.
thank you.
Yeah,
Here we stand.
gonna walk in, take a look around. See Zale. Walk up to him. Oh, that was fun. I need to sleep, but I have one thing to take care of first. Do you know where Antoinette is? Okay. You have a mouthful.
Have a mouthful of cookies.
Stop
I hope they're
eating,
good
you fat
cookies.
fuck. You do have a problem, D. Then walk over to. I assume Akron's body is.
Yeah, it has been laid out on the ground on a thick horsehide blanket. His eyes are closed, his arms have been crossed over his chest, his red skin is cool to the touch.
his chest. I'm sorry. How you getting on, Strom?
I've been in better shape. But I might second wind and pump a little bit of healing into myself.
Feel free. Taking a deep breath, letting some vitality flow back into your body. Your bruised, battered, patched up, but very, very raw and tender body. Still alive, still breathing.
It's a 13.
Nice. Big roll.
Yeah, not a bad roll.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get the +6, which is nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looking around the camp, there is a decent flurry of activity despite the late hour. It's about half past midnight right now. Lots of soldiers up and about. You see a lot of people watching this scene play out. The corpse on the ground, the battered and injured Strom and Zale. But they've seen the airship go down as well, and many of them put 2 and 2 together. But no one's spoken to you openly about it. But you do hear a lot of whispers.
I'm gonna stand up. I'm gonna say tomorrow. The leaders of each of the groups, we will meet in the morning, at daybreak.
I suggest we get Akron's body out of the open.
Yeah. And take his body inside.
Gotcha. Yeah. If you shut the
Smashing!
shut the fuck up. don't insult my map drawing skills. They're beautiful.
I can't
It's
unsee it now.
beautiful.
I can't unsee it now. I can't unsee
it. Fuck. Oh no. Oh no.
Smashing.
He looks terrified. A few nods go across the group. Some people turn and leave and then presumably go to find their supervisors or the superior officers to relay this information. And you carry Akron past the courtyard and into the building itself, the mansion. The foyer itself is also crowded, having been turned into something of a makeshift barracks to house the overflow of troops. But it's possible enough to find space if you go into the inner sanctum.
Yeah.
And as you are carrying him through, eventually a figure steps out of the dim, murky light of the Trebayne Manor. Antoinette, flanked by 2 Spell Knight bodyguards, their plate armor heavy and gleaming in the low light.
Evening.
Yes, evening. I'm sorry for your loss. It looks as if you had quite a night.
A little bit. I'm assuming you saw the airship.
I was told of it, yes. It takes some time to exit the suit. I didn't manage to catch it as it fell.
I have a question for you.
Sure. What is it?
Who's this? And then I'm going to disguise myself as the man on the airship.
Her eyes widen just a little bit.
Who's this?
That's Ionos Jagantoth himself. You encountered him up there?
I'm gonna take my backpack off, pull out his head, or pull out my scarf, which I wrapped it in.
Oh my. Yeah, more than encountered him, it seems. You cut off his head.
It's definitely him?
Yeah, yes, that is most definitely him. I always hated his face, to be honest. He had this way of looking down on you. Absolute arrogance dripping off of every pore.
Well, I looked down
Look
on
who's
him
looking
when
down now.
Yeah, so I looked down on him when I killed him.
I bet you did. I bet you did. This might change things. Good work.
How do we use this to our advantage? Actually, let's not discuss this now. Tomorrow morning.
I suggest we burn the head now.
Tomorrow morning, we need to talk about going on the offensive.
The offensive?
The offensive. We cannot be shacked up in this manner. They will surround us from all sides and they will drop things down upon us. We need to take land. We need to secure businesses. I need information on where Eleanor is, the informant. And I saw the Jagantoth going down into the sewers with construction materials.
I see. She spares a quick glance to left and right at her bodyguards. I'm safe enough with these gentlemen. You can go now. Yes, madam. And they both bow their heads in turn. Before this meeting, there is some information that I was asked to look into. giving a nod to you, Zale. Come with me. And she leads you down the hall into her office, the same one with the big glass window behind it, the same one where she was slain by Vistrogar. Her own blood stains have been cleaned up, the ruin that has been wrought upon this place all put back to order, but there is a visible shiver that runs through her as he steps back through the threshold, but she suppresses it, squaring her shoulders. It concerns your friends. Zale asked me earlier today to look into the matter of him, Akron. It took some digging. A lot of digging. But my informants have surmised that he was likely an agent of the Kreen dynasty.
Oh.
Excellent.
Yes. It's...
Question.
Yeah.
Gonna reach.
I have questions myself.
Gonna reach
What's
under
yours?
gonna reach under my armor and pull out the little device.
It is a tiny thing about the size of a thumbnail, maybe even smaller than that, but intricate for its size. It clearly took a great deal of craftsmanship, and she takes it delicately and holds it up in her palm, examines it with the naked eye for a little while, and then reaches into the the pocket of her breast coat and pulls out a lens that magnifies, and she puts it over her eye. Yes, this is... It works something like a focus for the scrying spell. It has no use on its own, but a mage from far away can peer through it. In fact, it's still active now. Would you allow me?
Yeah.
And she tightens her fist just a little bit and crushes it in her palm. Yeah.
Not one of
So
yours
he
then.
wasn't the one scrying on us.
Seems likely, yes. This is not the first time that someone has managed to infiltrate this place under false auspices. I find myself very shaken. Strom, I trust you to look into this. Would you be able to devote some time and root out other traitors from this place?
I'll do my best, Mom.
Good. Thank you. What's that insight check for, Morris?
Her, just in general. The vibe I'm getting off of her. If she's actually
she
shaken or not.
Yes, she does. Although with that 18, you reckon that more than anything, she's just upset because she got fucking killed, and now she's jumping at shadows, just in general.
Okay.
But even if that weren't the case, she probably would still be a little shaken by this.
Okay.
How long had he been with you, exactly?
Since the day after we hit the sour nest. So 3 days?
Not very long, then.
No.
I see. Be wary of strangers, I suppose. Not that... I suspect you are already, with everything that's happened.
Yeah. But yeah, we need to talk about pushing out from the manor tomorrow. Do you know anywhere in town where I could set up some way to liquidate the gems?
I know some people in town, yes.
You got
The
names
issue...
and locations?
Yes, there is a particular place you'll want to look into. The Bloodied Coin, they call it. It's not quite a tavern, not quite a flop house. A place to do business, I suppose. It's up here in North Clover, one of those neutral ground dens that all the families use. The trick will be to find someone who you can trust that won't spill our secrets.
Mm-hmm.
I had people that I trusted before all this went down, but this is the run, and people's loyalty is to coin, and right now, the Mardoons and the Jagantoths have a lot more of it than we do.
Well, that's why we need to start getting some.
Right. Right.
Do you know anywhere where we could get construction materials as well? Or do we have some capability of making them here?
I have my foundry, but that's more for weapons and tools than proper construction.
Okay.
Could you turn the foundry's uses to making ballista, perhaps?
In a manner of speaking, you could say that I already am. And she goes behind her desk and pulls out a what looks like a blueprint that's a little crumpled up. She spreads it out across the table, and then it curls up at the corners again, and she spreads it out again. This is a pneuma for what I like to call a bolt thrower. It's autonomous, mechanical, and fires steel rods about the length of your forearm at your enemies. Adamantine rods, I should say, or an adamantine steel alloy. They're not quite... They don't quite have the range of the ballista, but they're also a lot more portable. This is what we've been working on.
Okay.
However, they are rather difficult to manufacture. I suppose we could transfer over production as well, but I prefer my steel, to be honest.
Yeah, it's more about quantity at this point. Also, do you have? I know
see.
she's already told me, but what the
I'll see what I can
location?
do.
The location of the Frostfire Falcons. You said that she would have given it to me, but Myrick, wasn't
Sorry, say that again?
it? Where Myrick is?
Yes, yes. Yeah, yes. Managed to look into that as well. My informants are quite cross for me. I'm demanding a lot more from them than I normally do, but you'll find them in Central Clover. There is a tavern that they've rented out entirely to themselves. I can show you where it is.
Excellent.
Rumor has it that they're quite interested in meeting with you. They haven't thrown in with the Jagantoths yet, and that's strange for a mercenary company. A lot of them are being drawn to this place, and all of them are picking their sides. Not them.
Do you know what their numbers
Interesting lot, too. Be careful with that one.
Do you know how many of them there are?
Yeah, I was told there are about 25, 30 or so. Hardened veterans, though, and there are stories behind that lot. Interesting stories. I'm told there's some kind of religious cult, not mercenaries per se.
Yeah.
Be careful with that one.
Yeah, I think. Didn't one of us roll a history check on them? Or
That
it,
was...
Or was it what you just told me out of session about them?
I did tell you out of session, yeah.
Okay, then. No, I won't meta that. Sorry, I forgot.
No, it's all good. It's all good.
Okay,
It's
yeah.
all good.
Yeah, we'll make sure to be careful.
Okay.
But yeah, tomorrow morning, we're having a meeting.
Very well. I'll prepare myself. Have a good night. I probably won't, but I'll wish the same to you.
Do your best.
Strom lingers for a little while.
Yeah, I'm gonna head off.
Almost sheepish.
I'm gonna head off with Zale.
Where did you take Akron's body, out of curiosity?
Just a room, I imagine.
Okay, no, fair enough. And you said you're lingering, Strom?
Yeah, just briefly.
Okay. Is something the matter, Strom?
That last fight we had almost took everything from us. We're coming up against more than what we bargained for at this point.
I imagine you are.
There was something you could maybe do to help increase my odds in the battles to come.
Equipment, is it? Or...
Maybe
I do know
armor.
something of the Trebane rune tattoos. Not as much as my father did, but...
That could certainly help.
Which is it? I can only devote so many resources.
I think armor, Mom.
Armor. Very well. That's probably for the best. The runes are unstable at times. I will see what I can do. Material is limited in time even more so, but you all are the only ones doing actual work out there right now, so it would do us well not to see you coming back so battered, I suppose.
I appreciate that.
Would you leave your armor with me for the night?
Indeed.
Thank you. Good night, Strom. And don't forget, we can hardly fight this war if we have to watch over our own backs all the time. Any traitors that you find in this place, kill them.
Watching over your back is what I'm here for, Mom. It will be done.
Good. For a half-blood, you're not too bad. Good night.
makes sense.
Okay. When I'm walking with Zale, are you there, D?
I am.
Okay, you're not stuffing.
I've stopped eating.
Alright, cool. So as we're walking, I'm gonna say, did I hear right? So, did you see the woman that came in with me?
Yes.
Halia, we need to go and speak to her. Didn't you say the other one had turned up already, Verb?
Yeah, well, no. She was just kind of keeping watch in animal form, sort of surveying.
Melania was.
Melania, yes.
Okay.
Halia was the one who went with you.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go outside and see if I can see Halia.
You do not see Halia. Make a perception check. You do oversee an oddly familiar owl perched at the top of the statue of the robed woman.
I'm gonna whistle and wave at it and beckon the owl over.
Cocks its owl head, its big eyes shining in the dark before it lifts its wings and flies over, and then mid-flight transform into the shape of an elven woman. Long dark hair, leather armor with a sort of like a wreath of dried leaves, almost like a mantle around her shoulders. Hello?
Halia?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Well, I just made sure it was
More.
her. Yeah. No, that's what I was asking it.
No,
you as a DM.
I'm told that my sister and I look very similar, which makes sense. We are twins.
Okay. Are you tomorrow morning able to come to a little meeting?
What kind of a meeting?
Just ones where we give out some orders and start setting up the war plan a bit better, because up until now we haven't had the numbers to push out, and now we do, and we need to start making some headway into the city. And we have use of your wild shaping powers as druids. If you'd be willing
Very well.
If you'd be willing to participate.
We would be willing. Winning this war is in our best interest as well.
Excellent.
It will be done.
I'll see you. Daybreak.
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 Jeez.
I know.
I'm not getting much sleep tonight, huh?
Well.
Very well.
Sleep? Huh?
It's a war. What do you expect?
We don't sleep, remember? Didn't you say that to
We
me
aren't.
before?
No, you're being a
all
dick.
of us can't just survive off 4 hours.
Well, I'm gonna be up at daybreak. We'll say breakfast then, whatever. We'll sort it. Anyway.
Alright. Yeah, I'll make sure we're there.
Okay.
Alright.
Zale, you need to have a word with Antoinette.
I was intending to.
Good. I'm gonna
In
go
fact,
to bed.
I might go see her before we go to bed.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to bed and sleep for 4 hours, and then as soon as I wake up, I'm gonna cast invisibility on myself and go and scout the city.
Okay. You go to a wing that has been more or less set aside for your party. A set of rooms, 6 in total, and you find yours, and you
Is it safe?
find yourself crouching down. It is indeed safe.
Okay.
Sorry. And you crouch down in front of the giant arcane mirror that depicts the plane of fire before you. Close your eyes and fall into your meditative trance. But just before the full trance takes hold of you, you hear a faint voice in the back of your head that pulls you out of it like dousing you into cold water.
Oh, God.
Do not forget our deal, Moorish. The Empire can have no foothold in this land. Forsake this, and there will be consequences.
Yeah, I got
That is
it.
all.
I got it. Don't worry.
And the voice fades, and you are left to your trance. Zale, before we get to you, is there anything you would like to do, Strom?
Nothing but get some fucking sleep.
Well fucking earned. You fall into your bed and you do not wake up for quite some time. Very
Excellent.
nice. Mr. Zale.
I'm going to go speak to Lady Antoinette.
All right. You go to her office where you last spoke and do not find her there. You eventually have to track down a Trebane handmaid, and she tells you, oh yes, the mistress went and she is in her foundry again. And so you go there, Empty at this time, this late in the night, alone except for the sounds of hollow machinery faintly working away at whatever arcane mechanisms they're supposed to fulfill. And you see her at the far end of the foundry, not tucked up in the suit, but looking at it, standing in front of it, running a hand over the thick metal shell. She hears your footsteps echoing in the space and looks over her shoulder. It's getting rather late, Sale.
I'm aware. I just wanted to have a word if I'm not intruding.
You are, just a little bit, but I'll tolerate it. What's up?
You don't need to answer. I just want to say, after the meeting tomorrow, things are going to pick up a little bit more. I understand that you're a little bit apprehensive after your death, but you're back. You have what more people have, a second chance. And I know there's a part inside of you that wants to show what a strong Trebane woman you are and the glory of your automatons. I expect you to bring your best tomorrow. Good night. And I'll walk out.
She doesn't say anything, but you do feel her eyes linger on your back for a few moments longer before you close the door behind you. She is left alone. And you return to your room. Get some fucking rest. And in the night, some of you dream, some of you experience trances, and some of you don't experience anything at all. Your exhaustion so deep and profound that you fall into sleep like a fly into tar. Struggling, perhaps, at first, but unable to before it claims you and drowns you. And one of you, you know who you are because we talked about this prior, doesn't get very much sleep at all. You find yourself experiencing a vision. You do not stand, but float in a sea of stars. At least, they look like stars, at least at first. But they're not distant, they're not far away, they are right before your eyes, and you reach your hand out and touch one, and it is not quite the bright, cold light of a star, but a murky gray mote. And as your hand passes through it, it disperses into particles around you, and then reforming past the back of your hand, right in front of you, right where it was. You are surrounded by these motes. You look up, down, and all around and see them stretching to infinity. And then you notice as your hand moves through this space, it is trailed by afterimages. You open your palm out before you close your fingers again, and an almost psychedelic display of your own fingers opening and closing in infinity plays out in front of you. And then suddenly the motes begin to move, to converge, pulling both away toward you and perpendicular to you, parallel to you, all at once, as if they are moving on every known and possible dimension, before converging into an enormous, murky gray light. Before the light hardens, and rather than an amorphous blob, a mote becomes a shape, rigid. A multi-sided orb, like a dodecahedron, with a hard, glassy surface, and that same gray light shining from deep within, impossibly deep. And a voice speaks inside your head, outside of it, all at once, thrumming through your whole body as if vibrating in and out of you. You are bound for more. You have squandered your talents. You are bound to me. The voice echoes, reverberates. It is a faint voice, a small voice, but it is everywhere, and it is unmistakable. I know what will come. I know what has happened, what will be, and what always was. And I lack an agent. I lack power. on your plane, but you will be my hand. You, who has served me all this time in name and name alone. You, I grant my power. And this vision fades. Morish, Zale, Strom, you all come to consciousness, one by one.
Can we take a long rest?
Indeed, you can. Go ahead and restore your hit points.
So I'm up at like 4:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
4 hours.
Well, like 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock then. Yeah.
Took some time for discussions and whatnot, but...
First thing I would do would be grab the bag of holding off of Akron's body with all the gems in and stuff.
Yeah, for sure. It's a nice leather bag with some ornate rune work scrawled across the front, but as you pick it up, you notice that the faint inner light that shines within those runes is beginning to fade.
Yeah, I figured it's an infusion, isn't it? So it's gonna...
Sure is.
Okay, I'm going to find a safe area to put this in. Does Antoinette have some sort of safe or stock for this kind of shit here?
A safe or a stock? I mean, I would say with some requesting, you could get a safe like brought to your room.
Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah. Yeah, could have got that done. Yeah, you get that done easily enough. Just find someone. There's always someone up and around, especially right now. And before too long, you have yourself a very heavy lead-lined safe that took 4 people to drag into the space, and it sits there in the corner of your room.
Okay, I'm gonna tip out the gems as much as possible. I'm guessing it's a huge fucking pile, but...
Okay, so, well, yeah, you can reach in and pull out whatever you know is in there. And you know the gems are in there, so before long you have an enormous, it fills the safe to the absolute brim.
Okay.
You have to, like, squeeze and push on the lid to even get it to close properly.
I'm going to take out, like, I don't know, 3,000 gold's worth of gems if I can.
Sure.
And stuff them into my backpack.
Okay. Yeah, okay. It fills out about half your backpack.
Yeah, I'm gonna get rid of some space in my backpack so it's got like actual.
It's also like a solid like 20 pounds, 25 pounds.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'll put 20 pounds of gems in my backpack. I've got 20 pounds of space in there.
Okay. Easy.
I just like took my rope out and leave it on my bed, say, because that's 10 pounds of space, and then fill it up with like that amount of gems.
Nice, nice.
Also, being that it's a bag of holding, I'm gonna turn it inside out.
Akron, what comes out of that sumbitch?
Cool. Hold on. Let me get my dead character up. Okay, so what comes out is a mace of smithing, boots, breastplate, clothes, a crowbar, a grappling hook, a hammer, ink, pitons, rations, rope, small knife, tinderbox, torches, and a water skin.
Jesus Christ.
Have fun.
Thanks.
Everything an artificer needs.
I'm just gonna quickly bring up Akron's sheet, if that's okay, and just so I can see it. Oh, have you got it up? Oh no, he's gone from the... Oh no, there he is. I'm not looking at anything else, don't worry. Oh, he doesn't have it on here. No! Anyway.
No, it's kind of, no.
Okay, no. Anything of note, or is it just all standard stuff?
The mace of smithing is magical.
Okay.
And the boots are infused.
Okay, so that will wear off.
With, yeah, basically.
Okay.
After like, I think 5 days? 5 days.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll just hand it to someone I see and say, you know, share this stuff out, I suppose.
Okay, yeah, I'll do just that. Yeah.
It's you know, it's something.
Yeah, of course, it's definitely something.
Okay.
Make an insight check.
Yeah, it's probably not anything, but I don't care. An 8.
He's definitely on the level. Takes the pile in his arms and heads off down the way.
Do I know this man?
Gets around the corner.
Have I seen him before?
Not really, but there's a lot of new faces coming and going right now. Alright, so Morris, you wake up sometime before everyone else. What is your plan?
Gonna grab my broom, cast invisibility on myself, and fly over the city for a bit.
Okay. Okay. Hmm. Okay. So, I guess first of all, I need you to make a perception check as you first lift off into the air and begin to look and see. 13. It looks like Shady Creek Run on a foggy morning. It's a little hard to make out too much distance.
If
For
I
one
mean, if I
reason or
can't
another.
see from far away, I'll go back down.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'm not
Visibility is limited to maybe like half. No, not half. Like a quarter of a mile in front of you. It's not super foggy. It's not like fucking Silent Hill or anything, but it creates quite a bit of haze in the air, and it's distant. It's hard to see through.
I'm not trying to get close to the city. Like, I'm trying to be
Fair enough.
like eagle-eyeing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah.
I gotcha. And for the moment, it just looks a little bit foggy. Nothing to be too concerned about. You don't see anything out of the ordinary. You head back into the courtyard. It looks like quite a few folks have gathered up. Various war tents have been set up to house the various groups. You see Rita and her fiends in one sort of like a hobo tent city kind of construction. Lots of, not quite ramshackle, but very disorderly. You get the sense that a lot of their supplies they've just picked off of people they've killed. So they kind of have an interesting look to them. Or rather, just to say they don't have a look to them. They're just anyone wears what everyone has. In one corner, you see Lionel and his flesh crafters. Some of them occupy their spaces in the manor where they once lived. Others seem a little more comfortable outside of it, and for good reason. You do see what looks like a giant mound of flesh, vaguely shaped like a giant human, and a man with long hair, and you recognize it as Lionel himself, is holding up his hand and directing it, and there's a look of almost triumphant glee on his face as he gets it to move. He swings his arm in one direction, and the flesh mound swings its arm as well.
Okay.
With quite a bit of force, you get the sense that would probably fucking crush someone.
I'm gonna walk up to him.
Ah, hello.
How's it going, Lionel?
I suspect a good deal better than you. We saw the ship go up in flames last night, and then we saw Strom and Akron come down.
Yeah,
Rather unfortunate.
Yeah, it was not a good situation.
No.
I have a request of you.
Oh, do you?
You operated out of the sewers for a while in this town, no?
Sure did. Kind of miss it sometimes. It was actually kind of clean down there if you got it sorted out.
Well, I have a proposition for you. I'd like you to go down and scout it out for us.
Scout it out.
We will send men with you to help. But you have a good direction in the sewers, and I saw some Dragontoths going down there yesterday with construction material, and we need to get an idea of what they're doing. And when I say you, I mean your monstrosities. I assume you can communicate with them somehow, or see through them, or something.
Somewhat. Some of that... The issue is that the more powerful ones require direct control, and I can only do that from so far away. Sewers are tight quarters. I don't want to be down there if there are Jagantoth hunters. I
understand that, but everyone has to start pulling their weight now. We need to start going out on the offensive. I'm not sending you down there alone. We have a contingent of highly trained orcs who are very good at killing. That I'll send some of them with you. Some of Reader's men as well will join you down there. And we will probably go in from the other side where I saw them enter and try and pincer if we find out anything.
Okay, alright, okay. Yeah, sure thing.
Come on,
if I die, I'm haunting your ass
man,
forever.
I'll
you know that.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Okay, alright, fine.
But there's a meeting this morning, I'm sure you heard, from last night, but...
Yeah, I did. One of my boys let me know. We'll be there.
Rock and roll. Something I just made up. It's now canon.
Rock and roll.
Rock and
Shit,
roll.
I kind of like that.
Yeah.
Runs a hand through his long hair.
That's cool. Right, I'm gonna go take a short rest for an hour and get my spell slot back.
Okie doke. Okie doke. Some time passes. Where are you taking the short rest, Mr. Morris?
In the courtyard, keeping an eye out.
Yeah. In the courtyard. Okay. Strom and Zale. It's around the time that you all, shortly after you all wake up. Take some time to, you take some time to freshen yourselves up. I don't know if in character you would have made the time to bathe after your battle, but if you didn't the night before, it's probably a good idea to do so now, as the caked-in blood gets a little hard to wash out after a while, I would know. And you find yourselves freshened up and ready to go. When, Strom, you hear a knock on your door, and Zale, your room is the next one over, so you hear this too. The knock is not at your door in particular, it's at Strom's.
I'll slightly open my door.
Short sword and sidearm, and creep up to the door, put my ear to it.
Put your ear to it. You hear... Make a perception check. And Zale, you crack open the door slightly, as discreetly as you can to not be seen. Your armor's not on yet, so you don't have to worry about clanking. Oh, jeez. And you do indeed hear fuck all. The wood is quite thick, well made, hard to hear through. Perhaps it's intentionally made it so. And as you're thinking about that, you admire, oh, wow, that's really good wood. That mahogany? Shit, look at the grain. Wow.
Look at that inlay. That inlay is fucking... How have I never noticed that before?
How have you... Jeez, man, fucking Philistine, man. Never paying attention to wood crafting. What's wrong with you? You're living the high life, man. You gotta enjoy it. Zale, you look through the crack that you've opened in the door, and you see... 5 people. Trebanes. One of them, the one knocking on the door, is a figure you vaguely recognize. One of the Trebane lieutenants, one of the ones who stuck by Antoinette through the siege and made it through. 2 of them look like just... They don't even look like soldiers, just Trebane scribes or something. The other 2 look decent, wizardly. The lieutenant waits for a while and then knocks again. Strom? There's something we need to talk about. Are you awake yet? I'm sorry, it's urgent.
Yeah, I'll open the door.
I'll stay where I am.
Okay. Yeah, you open the door and you see a figure you recognize.
What fucking time do you call this?
Bit 8:30. I know you had a late night, but it's not too
It's a
unreasonable.
fucking rhetorical question. What the fuck do you want?
I forgot how short you were sometimes. There's something that needs to be discussed. Antoinette ordered it. I'm sorry to disturb you. Would you come with us?
Yeah, of course. Lead the way.
Alright, perfect. And he turns and walks down the hall, and you follow after. As you're
Do I get a
walking,
sense that I'm being flanked by the people he was with?
looking over your shoulder, none of these people particularly look threatening. One of them falls in a little bit to your left, some distance behind you. Another one walking side by side with you, and then there's the lieutenant at the front of the group and 2 others behind him. So you're sort of at the rear with one guy still walking side by side with you and one guy a little bit behind you.
Okay.
You are led down the guest wing, and then you take a right turn deeper into the mansion towards an area you know to be sort of like a combination of a library and a meeting nook, or a meeting space, where there's lots of little nooks for people to convene in. And you are led into one such space, a table, almost like a booth setup. Please, have a seat.
I prefer to stand. I
I'll...
have much to do this morning. Let's speed this up. Come on.
Alright. Yes, very well. Did you bring your weapons with you?
Yes.
Okay. The wizard opens her robe and pulls out a pistol and takes 2 shots at you.
Is this at the door still, Verb?
No, it's some distance away. Strom was led down the way, down the hall, and then sort of... If I bring you back to the manor entrance, I still have the map.
Ooh.
So the guest wing is sort of like this door here, and then Strom was led down the hall to this door, and then down that hallway, some distance.
Can I hear the shots from my room?
You do not. You do not.
Okay.
1 and 2. It's a 12 and a 24. What's your AC without armor, Strom?
So it's
It
like
should
10
be
plus
just
dex.
10 plus dex, yeah.
14.
Okay, so yeah, 14.
So the first shot misses. You see the pistol come out, and then reflexively, quick on your feet, you step aside, and the blast, which you think should make a sound, is completely silent. You just see the flash, and then look over your shoulder and see stone explode. And just as you're looking over, the second shot takes you in the chest, and you take 11 points of piercing damage as the disguise on this wizard's face melts away, and you see Sylvia Demira Trebane standing before you. The disguise on the men to left, right, and behind her melts away. And you see four assassins standing by as well. One man, massive, wearing a set of thick cloth robes with what looks like a fucking double-barreled blunderbuss hefted over his shoulder, an axe-head halberd mounted to the bottom of it like a bayonet. You see one man who appears to be also wizardly, but none of the Trebane implements. It's sort of dark, rugged kind of style of clothing. And two others that just look like fucking killers, man. Hardened thugs. Let me go ahead and bring you to another map.
It's fine, I'm just having a mild heart attack.
Okay. Okay, you're fine. Don't worry. God, I have so many fucking NPCs on my tab right now. I don't know where they are.
So, which assassin is the real assassin?
And then you have this guy. And Strom, there you are. Having just taken the shot, I need you to roll initiative.
Okay. Can I get like a rough room layout?
Yes, let me get that for you in just a moment. Turn order, group initiative. Okay, so you are looking at.
Fuck.
So the room is sort of like a narrow alcove, sort of like this, and then the space stretches out like this. There is a table in the center. And a booths to either side of it. Suppose since you didn't take a seat, you would be a little bit further out than that. And there is a zone of silence that has been cast and is being maintained. Which is a 20-foot radius, I do believe.
So,
4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, just like that. You take the shot, you grunt in pain. But of course, no sound comes out. At the top of the initiative, this bounty hunter man, heavy and imposing, not wearing any armor, but he hefts his weapon, steps up. You see him speak silently under his breath. But of course you cannot hear. He swings down his massive halberd. That's an 18 to hit. You take 10 points of slashing damage as the gun carves into your shoulder and blood begins to spill. And then with the blade still in you, angles the blunderbuss to shoot you at point blank range. You take 14 points of piercing damage as you are shot, and the pellets rip into you, shredding. Next up, 2 dead shots. They pull pistols, and both of them take 2 shots at you. That's a lot of damage coming your way.
yeah, I don't think you have to.
12 points. 14 points. 16, 17. Are you still conscious?
59 points of damage.
Was it 12, 14, 17?
16.
12, 14, 16, 17.
Oh, that's it. Perfect 0.
Perfect 0. You are riddled with shots, lead scattering you from every angle. And you drop, falling to your knees. Sylvia steps up, makes a gesture to the Night Stalker behind her, who drops to silence. I'm really sorry it had to end this way. Really am. But sometimes we all must do unsavory things for the greater good. Goodbye, Strom. And she turns and walks, and the others follow suit. And then, raising her hand again, she casts the seeming spell once more, and they take the forms of Trebane wizards, and you are left to bleed. Zale, Morish, we'll come back to you in a moment. Let's pan out for a sec. Sort of, imagine, if you will, a camera sweeping out over the landscape of the Trebane Manor. Though none of you are out and about to see this, the fog outside of the land begins to thicken and thicken. Where once it looked like a sort of just a natural, everyday kind of foggy morning, now it is becoming almost impenetrable. Impossible to see through. And as the camera moves, flits over into this thick, white, curdled fog, you hear the sounds of footfalls. Many footfalls, weapons rattling. The sounds of what sounds like siege engines grinding in the dirt. On the move. Zale, you have just closed the door after seeing Strom be summoned by these Trebane wizards, when you hear a crash. An enormous crash. Something exploding against the wall of the manor. Outside, stones shattering, flames billowing up, smoke, and then screaming. And then gunfire and chaos. Morris,
And
you are out in the
absolutely
courtyard when this happens.
No one raised the alarm?
No one saw this. No one saw anything through the fog. It just a foggy morning, and then an explosion.
I'll be
Now
back in a
I've
minute.
got my armor.
Morris, you're out in the courtyard when this happens, and you're there to see it. You cannot actually see. Well, actually, you can see out to the perimeter of the wall, and then fog beyond it. And then suddenly, an explosion strikes the front gate, and the metal breaks off with a screaming whine. Shrapnel goes flying. One man who's on the watchtower just adjacent to this tower is impaled by a spike of what looks like fucking rebar right through his chest, and he goes down, choking, blood spilling out his mouth. Soldiers begin to pour through the breach. And then the soldiers that you have stationed as well, many of whom are ready, having been summoned to attention in anticipation of this meeting, begin to move,
What's going
running toward the space.
Sorry, I wasn't here. I did say I'd be back in a sec.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
The mansion is under attack.
Okay.
You're in the courtyard meditating when you hear a massive explosion and look up to see the gate, the front gate of the Trebane Manor, be detonated in a fireball. Steel and shrapnel goes flying off. A man dies, and then soldiers begin to pour through the space.
And what, I didn't
Zale,
hear,
you are donning your armor.
I didn't hear any of this coming?
No, it just happened very suddenly. You're just in the courtyard, and then something strikes the gate. There was fog outside, then the fog thickened.
Okay.
From a tent, from a little white tent, well, not a little white tent, a fairly large white tent, emblazoned with the symbol of the Dawn Father, a small halfling man steps out of the space, hearing the sounds of battle and chaos, and moves out, wearing white and golden robes. And he runs out toward the chaos, and then a sudden burst of fire, raining down, explodes dead center under him, and his body goes flying up, charring and tumbling, spinning in the air before it lands with a crack and splatter. And then at the same time as this, a gray portal rips open in the air like a scar being ripped into reality. And out steps a red-skinned tiefling, long hair, wearing gray swirling robes, wielding a wooden staff in his hands. Akron, you look around and you see absolute fucking chaos breaking out around you. You
Can I
recognize
make
the manor.
sense of what the chaos is?
You recognize the manor. You recognize the gate that has just fucking exploded. And you recognize those are Jagantoth mercenaries pouring through the breach. Strom, as you lay there bleeding, shot to pieces, unarmored as you are, your weapons in your hands but tumbling out of them now in the blood and the dirt, you look up, your consciousness slowly beginning to fade. And then you feel it. A small pulse in your back. Just a little bit of power. Something you've been trying to hide. Grit your teeth. Roll a second wind for me, 1d10.
Sorry, I was having a fucking full-on panic heart attack downstairs with a cigarette. Give me a second.
You don't have to do the full setup. You can just roll a d10 for me.
Yeah, do that now.
You
Do I
gain
have
11
this
hit
six?
points.
Okay.
Yeah, as you claw yourself back to consciousness, reaching up, hand touching your chest, pulling in on the unarmored cloth, touching the flesh beneath, finding your heartbeat, and as if focusing on that narrow pulse, willing, almost as if willing yourself back to consciousness as strength returns to you and you reaffirm your grip on your weapons, picking them up off the ground behind you, and look, and you're just hearing the last of the footfalls of the Trebane wizards in disguise marching off back toward the main foyer. Zale, it takes you 10 minutes to don your armor. Morish, you're the first on the scene. You see the gate explode, you see soldiers rushing to respond, and then you see the portal open, and out steps fucking Akron? What the hell?
Okay. I'm going to cast Armor of Agathis on myself at 3rd level.
Okay.
And I'm going to jump into the fray.
Okay. I shall put you down here.
I would say that straight after.
Is this the fountain here?
The fountain, that's just another statue. The fountain is on that path that leads behind it. And then it
I would
goes
have probably
toward-
been like sat down on the edge of
Okay.
this platform then. Something like that.
Yeah. Absolutely. Abso-fucking-lutely. Makes sense to me, man.
I would
Oh,
say that
jeez.
straight after stumbling to my feet, I'd go straight in search of Antoinette.
Okay. Yeah, you got it. Oh, those are not on the right layer. Oh boy. These soldiers are first to the fray, wearing heavy armor, plate mail, and axes slung over their shoulders. You have a rifleman up on the wall, but he's dead now. Put him there anyway because he's a corpse. Also have... Yeah. Okay. Should have prepared this in advance. I did not have time. Oh boy. We're gonna go... In fact, you know what? I don't see the point in doing a direct combat right now because everyone's so scattered. we go into narrative. The soldiers are in chaos. Fighting immediately breaks out, but a lot of these people are caught off guard. Blades spinning. Arrows flying suddenly through the air, out of the fog. Most of them inaccurate, a wild burst, but the suppressing effect is tangible. The soldiers duck for cover. Many of these people, you know, are inexperienced, but you see, charging through the crowd, Rita and her fiends. Rita with her great axe slung over her shoulder. Her soldiers behind them taking up their weapons. Disorganized as they are fearless as they charge and they meet the enemy vanguard head on, weapons swinging.
I would be with,
Lionel Trebane
I'd be with
from
them.
some distance away. Go ahead.
I'd be with, like, as soon as I see them charging in, I'm in there, like, in the fray.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. Charging in as you are. Weapon in hand, armor donned. Good thing you woke up early. And you start swinging and cutting. Submen fall. Heavy armor deflects some of your swings, but your hands are infernally accurate, finding the weak points, carving and cutting. Akron, you see all this happen, and your body churns with arcane power, surging within you. The enemy holds themselves at the front gate right now. A line quickly forms, centered on Moorish and Rita and her men, as more soldiers rush up from behind to reinforce. And then you look to your left.
Hunger of Hadar, their back lines.
Hunger of Hadar on their back lines as an inky void shoots up and immediately swallows incoming soldiers who are just bursting through the fog. And a few screams break out, some chaos and pandemonium which is swiftly lost between the larger course of the battlefield. Akron, what are you doing?
I'd like to try to just pick off their archers with firebolts and fireballs and any other magic I have.
Yeah, absolutely.
Without hurting friendlies.
Yeah, absolutely. Easy enough. Finding space. Climbing to the top of the stables, you can get a bit of vantage. You immediately spot their back line. They've got an array of men lined up, archers at the ready.
Some knowledge on them? Who knows?
Maybe you can. It is quite staggering. Men begin to fall. Zale, you don your armor.
If we're not going into combat, can I undo my armor of Agathis? Because I thought that we were.
Yeah, that's
going
fine.
Into
that's
like
fine.
A full combat sort of thing.
Yeah. To be honest, that was the plan, but Dave's not here yet. Is he? No, he's not. But Strom, you are wounded and stumbling, leaving a blood trail behind you as you get your weapons in hand and move back toward the space. Where are you going?
I'm gonna make my way
to find Antoinette, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. You make your way, finding a staircase down, and move toward the foundry. And the noise has been heard now, and you hear it too, just a faint rumble in the distance far behind you. You almost disregard it in the adrenaline and the panic, the pain that's flooding through your body. But you make your way to the foundry, open up the door, and you find that there's a panic of activity going on. People hurriedly grabbing whatever weapons they can. Some people actively cowering, a lot of them moving. Antoinette stands at the far end in her normal place on her raised pedestal in front of her armor, hands on her railing, gripping it tight. Hands on the railing, gripping it tight. Her eyes are wide. She sees you enter.
Armor now.
Yeah, easy enough. And she shakes her head, breaking out of a reverie. Shit, Strom, you look like hell. What happened?
Fucking Sylvia.
God damn it.
Disguises some of our own.
God damn it. Okay. She quickly grabs her armor, which is the armor that she'd been working on, which is arrayed on a shelf. She hasn't had time to finish it, but she quickly slides it over to you. All I had time to do was reinforce the runes somewhat. They're a little more protective, but that's about it. I was planning to do something a lot more fancy.
I'm not even listening. I'm fucking out the door as soon as it's in my fucking hands.
Yeah, dressing as you run in play, sprinting through the space. Body wounded. God, your entire body is protesting as you breach into the main foyer and find soldiers in motion. Hello, Dave. You've come to us at a great time.
Have I really?
Great,
Zale.
Not a good word to describe it. Shit's hitting the fan, and we're getting verbed.
Zale.
Hard.
Hello.
At this time, you are just emerging on the upper balcony. Let's move you guys over to the main entrance just so you can have a visual. Strom, you are bursting in out of this lower corridor. Can you see the blue? Hang on.
I can see the blue.
Okay, yeah, you're bursting out of that those two blue lines on the bottom. Where are you? Too many fucking characters. I can't find everyone. There you are. There you are. Emerging right there. Zale, you are on the upper level railing coming out of the room up there, and you look and you see Strom emerging, covered in blood, leaving a trail still behind him, panting in visible disarray. There are soldiers scattered all around this interior space. One of them looks over to you, looking with the look of a cleric. Shit! Shit, are they hitting us from behind too? What's going on?
I may require your healing aid. Quickly.
Yeah. Easy enough, easy enough. Rushes over and puts a hand over you, and a white, searing light falls over you. You gain 22 hit points as some of your injuries close. Shit, Father Donovan and the rest, they were up front addressing the main crowd. You... Oh god.
Calm yourself.
Right,
Please.
trying.
Zale, we should probably go.
Oh, I've cast. I'm gonna cast haste on myself and just run out into the main courtyard.
Speed floods through your body. You leap over the railing and land, cracking the stonework underneath you, and immediately begin to sprint out, bursting through the doors, out into the courtyard. Strom, you're after him. Bonus action dashing, quick on your feet as always. You make your way. Copy. Paste. Back to the main gate. We'll put you both down here. Her forces are there. There's a couple of veterans at her side. Let me change the music over real quick. Sure. Why not? Why not? Okay. Okay.
Can we not
Morris.
get Final Countdown by Europe?
I don't have that song on here, but I probably should.
Yes.
I don't know what that is.
Yes, Mr. DM.
Rise of the Valkyries?
No. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Not accepted.
I know. Okay. Oh boy. Where are all my things? Okay, you've got soldiers falling in behind you. Oh god. Okay. Alright. Alright, why don't we all roll initiative? And we'll take it from there.
Ugh.
Okay, that's those guys. Well, let's get the Siege Breakers all on one. What Siege Breaker 1 go to 17, so... Siege Breaker 3 got a 1. I'm gonna roll a d20. High number means the 1 gets their initiative. So 12. We'll split it down the middle. They all get 5.
We'll take it.
Huh. Weirdest Fiends. Oh, 15, 16. Yeah, they both on 16. Why not? Okay. The Halberdiers are on... Oh, they're also on... put them on 4. Organization. Lionel. The Turbane Rifleman. are on 12. Why not? Type in 9 and 9. Oh wow, good rolls for them. What's the other purifier? A 17. Okay, cool. Okay.
Oh,
Setting order.
I need to roll for my staff.
Oh, that's true. That's true. That's true.
Let me just
Nice.
right now, big roll, 6 charges.
Hey, not too bad, man. Not too bad. Let me put some corpses down for flavor because you guys have been fighting for a bit.
And I get
Okay. Akron, you are up first, my man.
Right. I cast Fireball.
Okie doke. Makes perfect sense to me. Stepping out of this portal, Morris, you look over to your side, and in the chaos, blood is spilled across your shoulder already. You haven't taken a wound, but you are in the thick of it. And then you just look over and you see, shit, that tiefling looks awfully familiar. But that's all you have time to register before a massive detonation goes off right in front of you. That good enough?
Yeah, that works.
Okie dokie, artichoke. Go ahead and roll that damage for me.
There we go.
31. Hot damn, man.
that's a good roll. DC
DC
21.
Your DC can't be 21. No, it
I
should be
have-
19.
Do I not have the items that I have over there on the other body?
Well, okay, so the thing is, your
How does
tools
that
work with your
We never actually spoke about that.
You come out with your staff, yes. You don't have your other items yet, but the thing is, your tools work with artificer spells only, so that doesn't stack with your staff.
Okay.
But yeah, no, 19 is still pretty fucking beefy. Let's do that and that. 31. Save on half. They all fail. They all fail. Immediately, a line of soldiers out behind this front group that has burst in through the gates. Many of them whittled down, but many more dead already. And the detonation blasts off and bakes their armor from behind. They stagger. They look very tough, and their armor looks very, almost, not impervious, but resistant to standard attacks. But heat, that cuts right the fuck through it. And they fall. At least the ones behind you. The others just stumble. Father Donovan moves up next, moving 30 feet towards the sound. Looks like the time has come. He is going to move over, looks over. What distance are you in, Strom? He looks quite some distance away, sees you, Strom, moving up. Your wounds, you're still traced with a faint afterglow of light. You look hurt, friend. Let the Dawn Father heal your wounds. And you regain 70 hit points.
Fucking hell!
He raises a hand, and light shoots from his arm in a beam and surrounds you, envelops you, and then a light also shines down from above as the clouds break and the sun shines full and radiant down upon you. And you feel okay. You feel
pretty
okay.
I just nod appreciation.
Fight well! And the purifiers move up behind him, right behind their father. Alright. Father, take our blessings. Burn this impurity. And they reach forward, one of them, and a light encases Father Donovan's armor, as he gains Armor of Dawn, which is like Armor of Agathis, but Palor flavored.
25
The other
temp
one
hit points. Hot damn.
The other one reaches out and is going to cast fucking... He doesn't have range. He's going to cast Shield of Faith on Father Donovan as well, as he is encased in holy light, becoming a walking beacon. He casts fucking, yes, and immediately an orgy breaks out. Rita Bloodbane. The flames clear, and she's already stepping through them, moving up on this guy, wielding her massive blood axe. 2 swings. Oh, she's going to use a bonus action to rage first. Okay, 21 and 16. The 16 misses, but the 21 hits, doing 14 minus 3 is 11, 13, 13 points of damage. One strike glancing off the armor, the other cutting in, and blood sprays out forcefully. Her men move up behind him. Oh, you all did roll initiative. You just sucks. Okay, it's curious. They're gonna move in. Each of them is also gonna make 2 longsword attacks. And all miss, unfortunately, bouncing off the plate of this man's armor, who raises his arms and just shrugs it all off. The assault coming in. Lionel looks and sees this happening, looks at one of the riflemen who's taking a shot and says, "Fuck that shit, you're not gonna win with that," and raises a hand and casts Polymorph, and a giant ape takes his place where the rifleman was.
Nice.
Okay. Where is that? There it is. Oh, that is a giant ape. Wow, that's big. That's big. So the giant ape acts on the rifleman's initiative, which is
12.
12. Nice, good for the giant ape. Okay, alright. And that is it for Mr. Lionel's turn. Next up is the giant ape. It's gonna move. Leaping over the stables, getting onto the top, and then jumping back down. Its movement speed is 40 feet, so that's it for that. And then it's gonna use its action to dash and move to join the fray. Okay. Next up is the other rifleman, who sees his buddy get transformed and looks with horror at the mage. Fuck you fucking wizards! And he's a little panicked, but he's gonna move up anyway. 30 feet. Take a shot at the siege breaker with its arcane repeater. And miss, the shot deflecting off the plate. Next up is the veteran war mage. Fireball's just cleared out. Your Hunger of Hadar would still be up, so let me get that up as well, Mr. Moorish. Yeah. Well, timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly. It's fine. We'll say it's up. If you wouldn't mind concentrating on that as well.
Of course.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, we'll say it's blocking the road back there.
Yeah.
Looks at this inky void surrounding it. Doesn't quite know what to make of that. He thinks should probably dispel that, and then decides, no, the enemy needs to die right the fuck now. He is going to thrust his hand forward and cast Arcane Hand. Or Bigby's Hand.
Counterspell.
Fuck you. You have to roll for it. As he raises his hand and you thrust your staff forward.
Yes! Fuck you! That beats it!
You're a piece of shit! You're a piece of shit! You never let me have any fun.
No, fuck you!
the hand thrusts forward, and then you thrust your staff out, and the destructive pattern lances out and catches the hand as it's forming, like aborting an infant in the womb, and the hand dies. And the mage curses. Ah, fuck! Fuck!
Fuck you!
He thrusts up a middle finger. This was gonna go up your ass, you piece of shit! And he backs off. And that's it for his turn. Zale, it's your go. You are hasted. Moving up.
2 seconds, let me just double check that. Oh, he moved backwards. You cheeky bitch. Although, I can't move through that, though. Whatever move there. I'm going to move into flanking on the other side of the siege breaker. Zale is just sprinting like an inhuman amount of speed.
Full linebacker charge. Fuck yeah, man. 120 feet is your movement, didn't it?
Yeah, I just did 110 or something like that. I think 120 was like here, because if he didn't take one step back, I was gonna
get
right
in his face.
And just fucking wreck his shit.
Yeah. A blur of steel and speed. You move with such force the ground trembles underneath you. One of the fiend veterans sees you coming and has to duck out of the way, spinning, tottering on his heels for a moment as you charge past, and the wind blows his hair forward past him. And then suddenly you are there, standing, flanking with Rita, who looks at you and gives a nod of appreciation.
And I'm feeling pretty cash money, so this is going to be Great Weapon Master attack. So take 3 off this.
So hasted, your speed is 60 base, right? And then you're using an action to dash, or...
So movement 60, then action to dash. So that's my movement and action, and then I get another action as well. So I can
That's
make a
right, because you're
I
hasted.
can make, yeah, so I can make a single weapon attack.
Fuck yeah, go for it, man.
So -3 off this roll. Oh no!
Oh, buddy. You go to
That was-
swing, but you're moving so fucking fast that you're taking a baseball swing mid-sprint, and it's so fast that you whiff completely. You mistime it. This is the first time you're casting this spell, and you are not used to the sheer adrenaline coursing through your veins right now.
That is the opposite of cash money.
It certainly is. It certainly is.
That's my turn.
Okie dokie, Artichoke. No worries. Stromduscar, you are healed, you are armored, and you are fucking furious. Power courses in your chest.
What about... Oh shit. Me. That's my movement and bonus action dash.
Gotcha.
I'll take a shot at Siegebreaker 3.
This guy, you got it.
And
Running
I'll
up,
pump-
drawing your gun as you move.
I'll pump one of my 8 charges into that as well.
6 charges, but yeah. Go for it.
Ups. 6, 8. Come on.
Yeah, close enough. Raising your gun up as ice crystals shoot up along the barrel and casing surrounding the bullet as it shoots out. And rather than a burst of flame, it's pure ice. A blue flame that shoots out. 20 said that hits, man. Roll damage. And then add a d8 to it.
And his sneak attack?
And it's sneak attack, yes. Rolling, yeah. A d8 and another 2d6 as well, so that's 15.
Oh, did you say another?
2d6.
You got your sneak attack, so 2d6.
Oh shit, okay.
He does not see it coming as you run up and draw your gun and take a shot. So that is a total of 21 points of damage, and fucking drill this guy through the chest, through his plate mail, and he coughs blood, staggering back. He has heavy armor master, so he gets 3 hit points back from that, but otherwise a good fucking hit. And you have one more attack after that.
Is he
Alright, and
looking
that's
hurt?
He's looking pretty hurt. Not quite death's door, but hurt.
Yeah,
that
you can
applies
take
an
another
effect.
one.
Okay, got it. Go ahead. 25. I need to read up. What does that thing do again when you pump a charge into it?
It's an extra 1d8 of...
Damage. It loses 20 feet of movement speed and cannot take reactions as ice shoots across him. Nice. 25 hits. Roll damage. 11. Good shot.
Extra 15.
15. Okay, so a total of 12. That second shot, drilling, piercing through his thigh, and blood sprays out, and he staggers, stumbling to one knee for a moment, tottering on his feet.
Motherfucker's not dying, huh?
Not yet, not yet.
I'll shoot him one more with a normal round.
2 attacks from your action. You use movement to
Oh,
move, and then you
bonus,
bonus
yeah.
action to dash, right?
Yep, correct. Yep.
No, alright. Morsh, it's your turn.
Okay, I'm going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, because this guy can't take reactions, right?
That is correct. Yeah, he sees you coming and he goes for his axe, but his arms are slowed, his armor crusted in frost.
Bonus action, I'm going to cast... Oh no, that'll drop that. No, don't worry. No, I'm not going to cast that.
Okay.
Don't worry.
No worries.
I'm going to make 2 attacks. With
Never worried a day in my life. Go for it.
my rapier against this man. 21.
21 hits.
And... Yeah, it's a 28.
28 hits, yeah.
And I'm going
What do you know?
to level 1 Divine Smite on one of them.
Yeah, 12 points of damage, reduced to 9. Another 12 points, reduced to 9 again.
And then a level 1 smite for another 12 points of damage.
Another 12. Yeah, striking out twice, finding chinks in the plate as you strike out, and on the first hit, a blast of red light shoots out behind him, and his blood sprays and blows a hole through his armor. He is also tottering on his feet, on the verge, but not quite falling.
Okay. End my turn.
End of your turn?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next up are the pikemen up behind. Trebane pikemen, similar to the ones you fought oh so long ago. They're going to move 30 feet, then dash 60 to join the fray. The soldiers are starting to rally on both sides now. But next we come up to the siege breakers. First one, the one you just wounded, is going to bring his weapon around and take a great axe swing at you. Mr. Moorish? That's a natural one. He goes to swing, but his arm just whiffs completely. Second attack. That's a 20 to hit.
Yeah,
there we go.
Yeah, that hits.
you take a shot and it slams into your shoulder, cutting through some of the plates and bloodying the flesh underneath. I need you to make a strength saving throw, and you're also pushed 5 feet back. 18. That is a success. Oh wait, no, that's for a concentration save. Never mind. That is a failure. You are knocked prone, dropped to the ground
Okay.
by the force of the strike. Oh, it also says you take an extra 7 points of damage. As that force is just so powerful. No, your first save would have been a success because it's all lumped in, so
Okay.
you can go ahead and
That's just
tick that back.
That's just the standard.
Yeah.
script
No, I know it
doing
does it
it,
automatically,
yeah.
just for clarification.
Mhm.
Siegebreaker 2, you've just whirled up behind him, Zale, but you whiffed your swing completely. So right now, Rita's in front of him. The angry, raging woman with the axe is his bigger priority. He's going to take 2 swings at her. That's a 19. That hits. He is going to do a dazing attack on that. So she needs to make a save. It's on con. Wrong one to target, dumbass. Yeah, no. She's good. She takes that hit and shrugs it off. Well, not shrugs it off. She still takes the damage. So that is 15 minus 7 because she's raging.
I was going to say, does she take reduced damage like Kasu?
Yeah, she does. So cut in half as the blade cuts her skin and then she doesn't even fucking notice. Another swing coming down at her. Fucking woman, why don't you die already? Local woman is too angry to die as she just grits her teeth and snarls, taking another 7 points.
Oh no, 7. Okay, don't worry.
Siegebreaker 3. This man whirling on his feet, but he sees you on the ground before him. And he's gonna go and swing down twice at you at advantage. Mr. Moorish. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
It's 15 and 13.
28 points of damage.
28 points of damage. On the second attack, he's gonna use a crippling attack. I need you to make a dex save. Disadvantage because you're prone.
No.
Unfortunately, that second strike goes, and as you are on the ground, sprawled out, he just buries it into your fucking thigh, and pain shoots through you. And as you try to go to stand reflexively, you find that you cannot put weight on it. Your feet tumble out from underneath you, and you also take another 5 points of damage on top of what you already suffered.
Yeah, I've taken them off.
Okay, gotcha. The halberdiers would go, but they're fucking dead now. Back to the top of the round. Before we get to you, Akron, you guys look up, those of you who are far enough away from the chaos to see, and you see eagles flying in the distance. 2 of them, very close, side by side. You strain your eyes to notice, and you see that together they are carrying a massive form between their talons. Gorbin Smasher. Yeah, we are back to the top of the round, but stuff happens at the top of the round.
I was going to say, is Akron had 2 turns now? Because I was like...
Not yet. No, he only had the one.
Where are the orcs?
Okay, no, there was...
I'm assuming the siege ballista on the back of the horses that we told to keep looking to the skies has seen these 2 eagles coming in.
That's a good point. That's a good fucking
I did
point.
ask about the big crossbow.
And where are our orcs?
Your orcs would be... I will have them. They would be coming up eventually. Damn, I need more beer.
Okay, can I go?
Sorry. Not yet. I need to
Okay.
do more things.
Right. I'm gonna make a sandwich. I'll be back in a minute.
I apologize, but they reminded me that the orcs need to be here, so they would be here. Why did I not make orc tokens? I'm just drawing these from the monster manual, but
Because you don't plan or prepare anything.
I have like a billion things here. I guess I just oversaw the orcs. I
So-
had to make stuff for fucking everyone, but so
if
much.
memory serves, that's about 30 orcs. So
Yeah, there's a lot.
40 orcs and 1 tarn.
And
Oh,
one
sorry.
Tarn. And one Tarn. God damn, where's Tarn? Do I still have him? I must, right?
You should.
Yeah, I didn't delete him.
He's gone under all the other tokens that have been created.
And I literally have like a billion of them on like oh, there he is. Nice. Yeah, and one Tarn in his massive fucking armor. I forgot about your healer. Oopsie. No, your healer's there. Don't worry.
Oh, look,
I
it's
need
my
a-
baby boy.
It is your baby boy. Yeah, in his massive fuck off armor. Very baby. Group initiative. Group initiative. And regular initiative. The Eagles are... Alright, we'll give them all 12. Why not? Enjoy your sandwich, Mr. Akron. Mr. Usti. Ooh, Gorman Smasher got a 17. Wow. Is that a max roll?
has our ballista been rolled out?
Yeah, let me get him. Let me get him. Your ballista would be off screen, but we're gonna put him in the corner, and we'll assume that he's on the lookout. There he is. A little bigger than that, bud. Oh, I got a 10. Not too bad. Well, not too great either, but that's okay. These things happen. Next up are the Black Riders. You got more soldiers coming in as well. But we're gonna play a lot of this off screen because there's a lot to keep track of otherwise. Okay. Oh, the riders are all on 14 and their horses. Nice, nice. Okie doke, back to the top. Akron, you are still up. Standing on the roof of the stables here. You see these eagles flying in with the fucking figure of that ogre clutched between their talons.
Cool. How high up are they?
Right now about 80 feet up, I would say, and on a downward descent. 80 feet up and maybe like 150 out.
So would that technically be what, like 80 diagonally away from me?
Call it 100.
Okay,
110.
and then like from here?
From there,
From here.
Yeah, sure, why not?
80. Okay.
We can call it 80, why not?
Cool. Gonna go there. And then what bullshit can I cost? Let's see. Just one sec. Yes, that one. I would like Gorban Smasher to make a intelligence saving throw.
Oh, buddy. Okay. Okay. That's gonna go great. That's a 9. That
And he
is...
fails.
Alright, so... Lose the ability to distinguish friend from foe regarding all creatures it can see as enemies until the spell ends. Oh no! Fuck! That is no good, man! That's no fucking bueno! Shit!
That was on Gorbin.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
on Gorban.
That's no fun. He's like 80 feet. Dude, he's like 80 feet in the air right now.
Good.
Yeah,
Fuck.
he's gonna smash those 2 eagles together.
Yes. Yes, he is.
Okay. Alright,
Yes, he
fine.
is.
Okay, that's your action, Mr. Akron. You fucked
That's-
me, but whatever.
That's
What
my
do you
turn.
mean he fucked you?
Enjoy.
Look at, you're fucking us right now. How dare you? We just turned you over.
I'm the
and it's like,
DM. I have the right to be indignant. Okay. Next up is Father Donovan. He's gonna move another 30 feet to get a little closer, and then he is going to use he is going to use Sear until death. The creature immediately takes 2d10 points of radiant damage. Just no save, it just happens. And then it just keeps on happening. As he points his hand out and points a finger, and immediately that Siegebreaker in front of Yuzael lights up with bright white flames and just begins to scream and roast. Go to the light, child. Your ascent will not be gentle, but Palor will welcome you. All the same.
Fucking hell.
Next up is Gorbin Smasher, who indeed fucking sees the eagles as like trying to eat him or some shit, and swings a tree trunk at them.
Oh, man.
Doesn't he have like a hand on each eagle though, and they're carrying him like?
Yeah, okay, so he's gonna try to struggle as if trying to escape from a grapple, I guess. Because his arms are being carried by the eagle, so he can't reach his tree trunk right now. Oh, which is a shame, 30 points would have been a lot. So he's kind of struggling and trying to... let go of me! He's gonna roll a 26 on athletics. I guess we'll see if the eagles can beat that. Gonna make 2 checks for both of them. They have decent strength. Yeah, but they're not beating 26 though, as Gorbin wrenches and flexes and fucking breaks their talons, nails falling out beneath him, and falls 80 feet to the ground. Let's roll 8d6. That's fireball level damage, man. And smashes into the ground. He's about 100 feet away from the ground right now, landing in a crater, knees cracking, and then the eagles look down. I'm gonna make the Eagle Riders make an intelligence check to even see if they know what the fuck happened, because they can't see shit. Actually, as you notice, you see... Well, no, you wouldn't notice this. I'll get to it later. But the Eagle Riders, one of them looks down and says to the other, "What the fuck? Did we drop him? I don't know. We should go back." And they circle back down. And they're delayed for this turn. Next up are the Purifiers. Both of them are going to move up 30 feet. One of them is concentrating on Father Donovan's Shield of Faith. So we should put him... Oh, that's a good token. Yeah, that's a good token. Father Donovan is fucking overpowered right now. But that one can still do other things. He is going to cast Guiding Bolt at this matey here. That's a hit. And that's 16 points of radiant damage and fucking blows his head off. Leaving a fucking crater where his head used to be, and the rest turning into ash. That one already moved, so he has to stay there. So he is going to instead cast... fuck. What can he cast? He has too many things he can cast.
Heal me.
Yep.
Please, heal me.
You're a little too far, unfortunately. But he sees that you're in the middle of it, and he's just going to use his action to dash and get a little closer. And that is the end of his turn.
Have we rolled initiative for the orcs?
We have not. That's a good point.
We are not having another Tilir and Zamara situation. I refuse.
Weren't we supposed to have 40 orcs?
There's fighting going on all around right now. You would have heard explosions from other quarters.
They're getting pumpkin spice lattes.
I'm sorry?
Don't worry.
Okay, I didn't hear anyway. Okay, so the orcs actually would have gone first, and Tarn should get initiative too. Tarn rolled well. For a change, Jesus Christ. I'm used to his initiative being utter ass. So they would have moved after Father Donovan. In fact, I'm just going to move them all at once. What's Tarn's movement speed? 30?
Yeah, 30.
30, okay. They're all just going to dash and join the fray and get into it. A line of heavily armored orc warriors moving in with their great crude axes. The pikemen look and see them charge, and one of them wheels around thinking, "Fuck, are we getting attacked from both sides?" And then the orcs just pass him by. He is beneath their notice. Okay, alright. Need a Bloodbane. Go to town. 1, 2. That's a nat 1. And a 25. At least one of those hits. Okay. 11 points. Good for you. Nice. These two. Shit, man, that looked rough. You okay? One of them says. The other one just moves on past you without a word. Move to flank and attack. The first two have a bonus. Okay, yeah. And between them, they chunk this guy down, who is already very badly wounded by the rest of you. Bringing out one of them is a longsword, one of them is a club, and they just fucking hammer him to death. Lionel Trebane. God, too many NPCs, man. Way too many NPCs. We need to get to the main boss.
Sounds like a
I wonder whose fault that is.
We need to get to the main boss.
Noodle, stop adding NPCs. Gee.
Sorry.
Okay. What is the range on this? 30 feet. Okay, you can't do that. He looks around, looks past the gate, and sees the line of troops. Well, I know where I'm needed. And he is going to... Is this a concentration spell? No. He raises his hand up, and from his hand, just a line of flesh just shoots out, momentarily blurring with his hand, and takes the shape of a weird, gooey horse right in front of him. And I didn't prepare a token for the weird, gooey horse. I just had it in my head. He gets a regular horse. Oh, I have a spirit horse. Yeah, you can use that. It's gooey in a different sense. And he mounts on top of it. I'll get reinforcements. I'll be right back. And he beans to run. Galloping off and off and off. Okay. Next up are the riders on their war horses. What is their movement speed? It is... the horses are 60? Yeah, 60. Okay. There's a charge coming in. Yeah, okay. Okay, this one can't quite get there. This one will have to dash. But this one gets close enough and rears up on you, Zale, approaching from behind with his lance already drawn, with his lance held up. That is a 20 to hit.
That hits.
What's your AC right now?
20. Oh, no, it's 22. Sorry, I'm hasted.
That's
Misses.
true. So it goes flying your way, but you are accelerated, and you see it coming with your reflexes heightened as if the world is moving in slow motion, and duck it aside as the lance misses, grinding against your armor, before he lifts it up into the air again. Fuck you. He is going to wheel round and strike you with his saber, with his other attack. Oops. Come on, come on, come on. Move the horse to the back there. There you go. And he has 3 attacks while he's mounted. 1 miss, 2 misses. Both attacks striking out. You parry them off. No issue. This other one moves 60 feet, and he's going to draw his pistol and take 2 shots at you. Or draw 2 pistols and take 2 shots at you. Hey, there's a hit, finally. You take 15 points of piercing damage. Fuck you. You take no damage as you raise your gauntlet, and the bullets deflect off.
You didn't even have to flex.
Okay. Alright, fuck you. Fuck you. But whatever, it happens. The Eagle Riders move down, circling back toward their payload, who they were tasked to bring. Gorbin, what the fuck's going on, man? I'm not Gorbin! And he readies his tree trunk to swing. What are you doing? What are you... Oh, fuck! And that is it for them. The War Mage is here. He looks at the Hunger of Hadar. He looks at all this that's going on. He sees that his Cone of Cold has been dispelled. He's gonna cast Gravity Sinkhole on the lot of you.
Counter spell.
Fuck you, don't you fucking dare. You gotta roll for this, motherfucker. Beat a fucking 14. Fuck you! You suck. He raises his hand up and begins to lance out a sphere of energy in his hands and prepares to cast it and crush all of you into fucking paste. You raise your staff forward, thrust out, and the spell shattered in his hands. This is getting ridiculous.
Fuck you.
Right back at you, buddy. And he's going to move back 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet. And that is it for him. Damn. Rifleman 1 is here. He's going to move up 30 feet and use his action to reload. And the giant ape is going to move in and do stuff. Damn, he's right there. Okay. Okay. 2 fist attacks at the... They have +9 to hit?
Mhm.
Holy shit. At the Black Rider, but both attacks miss, who rears his horse back, and both attacks slam into the ground, doing nothing, unfortunately. Zale, it is now your turn. I apologize.
So, where the Siegebreaker's fighting Reader and the Warhorse and Black Rider's now fighting the Ape, can I move to the Veteran War Mage without taking attacks of opportunity, or will I still get them?
It would still get them per the rules.
That means no.
I
Inadvertently.
will take the 2 attacks of opportunity, and I'm going to get right in the War Mage's face.
Okie doke, yeah. We'll do the Siegebreaker first. Great Axe coming down. This is 16, that misses. Of course it does. Misses the Saber. It's 22 to hit. Strikes you in the back as you turn to run, and you are sliced across, shrugging off the blow slightly, taking 13 points. But your concentration save is a success, and you do not drop your haste. As you get in the face of the War Mage, you immediately, his eyes go wide. Okay, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I mean, he blubbers.
And I'm going to take 2 attacks, even though they're both Great Weapon Master attacks, so -5 on both these rolls.
That's a hit. That's a hit.
So add 10 to both of these.
He tries to cast shield, and you just cleave right the fuck through. That's a
31
31. Okie doke.
And 28
That's a
damage.
you fucking mince him. First strike goes through his fucking abdomen, and his guts spill out in a red tide. He doubles over, coughing, blood spilling out his mouth, and you cleave him in half, starting at the cranium all the way down to the center of his chest, breaking ribs, shattering the sternum, and he drops fucking dead.
And I'm going to use the extra action I have for the turn to use movement, and I'm going to move to this Black Rider and Horse. I don't know if you want me there or there.
That right there should do.
Okay, and I'm going to use my bonus action from killing said mage to whack the Black Rider.
Okie doke, you got it.
Big money, big money. Not big money.
17 misses, unfortunately. He raises up a plated hand and glides it off.
That is my turn, good sir.
You got it. Next up is the ballista. The eagles have circled down out beyond range of the wall. Well, the ballista would be mounted on the wall, so yeah, I can still see them. It's going to take a shot at one of those eagles. And miss. Flying off wide. Actually, what's the eagle's AC? 15. Okay. Okay. Pikemen are going to move up, join the fight. And Morris, it's your turn.
It'd be Strom's go first. He has better dex than me.
True, true, true. Mr. Strom does car then.
Okay. I'm going to bonus action to dash to here. Oh,
Okay.
right. No, yeah, that Siegebreaker 2 still up, is he?
He is, yes.
Alright, I'll go hear them.
Flank, yeah, you got it.
2 sword attacks.
You probably only need one.
We'll see.
Okay.
With advantage, yeah.
Not advantage, but a +2.
Oh,
jeez.
okay. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah, no, okay. Easy enough. Stumbling on the first hit, but the second one is true, and you fucking cut his head off. One
Okay.
quick swipe.
I think that's pretty much it for me.
Still
That's
got a
all I can
bonus
do.
action.
I bonus action dashed.
Oh, okay.
Okie doke. Mr. Morris.
Can I get up?
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's all my movement, though, isn't it? Because I've got minus 15 feet movement.
Minus 15 takes half to get up, so I'd say you'd have 5 feet of movement left.
5 feet of movement. Oakley dokley. Gonna use bonus action 3 charges from my ring.
Okay.
To
The
get
forcible energy pumps into you and knits the wound shut.
20 points of healing.
Nice.
Gonna shoot this matey here
Okie doke.
with
Go for
order.
it. Yeah, drawing your pepper box.
Attack number 1. 26.
Hits.
Attack number 2 is a nat 1.
Isn't that one? The gun goes click when you expect it to go bang.
I toss it.
Alright, it hits the ground at your feet. Or a little away from your feet.
yeah.
But the first one hits, does 9 points of piercing damage. Blood wells up from the black plates of his armor. All the Siegebreakers are dead. That it for your turn, Mr. Morris?
Yes, sir.
Alright. There is a shift. Some of you see it before it happens. Right here, like a distortion in the air, a warbling almost. And then suddenly, the air rips open as if a wound has been ruptured. And through it, Moorish, or peering around the corner, you see... Is that Kais Fakarum? In the middle of this roughly oval shape, through which you can see the shapes of the walls. That's... Yeah, that's... Oh shit. And then suddenly, Katu steps out of this portal, and behind her, a host of men and women in armor with weapons, bearing the black sigil of the Raven Queen.
Let's fucking go.
Oh no, not more initiative roll.
At this point, since Gorbin Smasher was the main thing of this, and he's kind of tied up right now,
Trying to murder eagles.
Yeah.
I fucking knew that sword coming in.
Oh god damn, man, that was so perfect. Oh, he's 80 feet up in the air. I cast enemies abound. Fuck you.
I see you, boss, and I say no.
Yeah. Not yet, anyway. We'll get to him.
Next time. Not now, though.
A number of soldiers are arrayed out before you, Katu. All you see are enemies. Star Fury in your hand, still glowing with a blue-black light. And then you see the army arrayed out before you. You see your men behind them. You raise Star Fury forward and utter a cry, a valorant cry, and your soldiers surge out from behind you, a tide of men, moving toward the battle. Why don't you roll initiative, Katsu? The Zealots are moving to tie up the main army.
Okie dokie.
I love that. Like, what's happening? You're back. Oh, right.
Yeah.
Hey, not a bad initiative for Katu for once.
Forgot to select
Click the token. That's okay. That's okay. Just do it again and then I'll input it. Stepping out behind this main host of soldiers, almost gingerly,
No, don't you dare bring
a
him
familiar.
in. No. No.
Why would you do that?
No.
He is not wearing wizardly robes. He is clad in a shimmering, spectral blue half plate that coats him from head to toe, glowing with a soft light. 16.
Tully! It's been so long.
It has been a while.
Whisper under my breath, my love.
He looks to left and right. Oh my, this is quite a mess. Well, best get to work. And he immediately begins to cast fire in his hands.
Cool.
The top of the initiative, Akron. You look in the distance, you see Gorbin Smasher swinging his tree trunk at the eagles. You see these two riders who have charged. They've charged into the fray expecting an army to support them, and then they look and they see the Eldritch Void that was already there, but they also see another army just appearing out of fucking thin air and tying up the main force.
That's amazing. Okay, I'm gonna walk here.
Okay.
I'm gonna call out to Black Rider number 1. I need him to quickly make a intelligence saving throw for me.
Okay. Alright, you got it. That is... that number. That's a 19!
Ooh,
Holy
that's
shit!
speeds.
What do you shout at him?
You there, did you know you're fucked?
Actually, I'm a proud virgin! I'm saving myself for marriage! And
Oh, on that
he
note,
is...
where is Hal?
That's true, you should have Hal here. We'll say he's fighting elsewhere. It was worth a try. I just have too many NPCs on the field as it is.
Vanquishing evil.
Yeah, he's vanquishing all the evil.
I just like that voice.
In the far distance you hear, Minion, rip his throat out!
Stand back, evildoers!
Alright.
Take my pipes.
Okay, Akron, anything for your movement or bonus?
I moved. Bonus now.
Okie doke. Father Donovan moves up 25, 30 feet. He sees the blackness, he sees the army that's pouring in out of fucking nowhere, and then he
Hunger of
sees
Hadar
you,
would have
Morris.
dropped. I failed my con save.
Oh, that's true. That's true. The blackness is gone, and then he just sees the army behind, which is currently being engaged by a horde of zealots. He looks and sees you, Moorish. Palor's light shines upon you. And he
I accept it.
Cle-
Give me that heal.
clenches his fist, and you regain 36 hit points.
Back to full health.
Back to full health. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. He is going to use a bonus action and admonish this Black Rider. You follow a dark path. Forsake it or be destroyed. No, you will be destroyed, old man. These guys are doing really well. Next up, Tarn and his orcs. Charging in. Okay. Okay. Took them their movement. They have to dash again, but they're finally in the fucking fray proper. And at this point, the riders are being overwhelmed with soldiers. I think they can see the writing on the wall here. I hesitate to even fucking do all these rolls. It's just a waste of time. But I guess, man. I guess.
I mean,
yeah, let's switch to narrative. It just makes more sense. At this point, the soldiers have rallied. Forces moving up behind you. Katu leading in with the charge. Your soldiers behind you. The garrison of Kaist Vakarim moving in. And the Jagantoth host is pushed back for a time. Strom, you're the only one that knows what waits in the center of the sanctum. You still bear the wounds, though they are closed over.
I'll disperse the information of what happened to me. And then start heading back in.
Okay. Running through. Katu, you see the party up behind you. There hasn't been time for reunions. Oh, what do you all do, I guess?
so wait, is Sylvia still in the manor?
Yeah.
Okay. I see. And Gorbin's now tied up doing Gorbin things.
Smashing, yeah.
Yeah.
Technically, he's Gorbin Smasher. Gorbin was the gnome. He would be quite displeased to hear you refer to him as
Okay.
such.
Then yeah, I would start.
Corbin smash.
Hold on. Does that mean if like he's chasing the eagles and the eagles go into town, he's literally just going to start demolishing buildings and killing civilians?
For as long as the enemies abounds last, yeah, it's gonna be messy.
How long does that last, Steve?
I'll tell you now. Well, I mean, it's concentration, so I can drop it at any time, and it lasts for a minute.
A minute. Okay. Okay. He'll kill the eagles at least. I mean, well, maybe. Maybe the eagles will survive. Let's see what he does with one swing. Just 31 points of bludgeoning. Yeah, that smashes one of the eagle's wings. Yeah, no, okay. One of the eagles dies. And he punches it and crushes its skull. Okay, what are the rest of you doing?
Heading in.
Yeah, it's dead. Okay.
Well, as a
Turning
minute
back.
passes, my haste will drop. So.
You need a turn.
Okay.
More.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I lose a turn, but we're in narrative at the minute, so I'll deal with
Yeah. Okay. Katu, you've just stepped into the fray, you've just stepped into the chaos, you knew something of what was going on. The Raven Queen told you, informed you. You see the party turning. Morris, you do see Katu there, as well as Zale and Strom. And I suppose you would probably follow? Shit.
I don't know. I'm a little bit confused by which ones of these are enemies and which ones are not. It's like this dude's enemy, right? Two enemies?
Yeah, the horsemen are enemies. The ape's an ally. Everyone else is an ally.
So you see the ones that are named, they're allies.
Okie doke.
Except the ogres, the orcs are allies. They're
These
just
are our
very-
orcs.
very
These are
just
your
didn't name
orcs.
because He's fucking lazy.
Jesus fuck.
So the only enemies on the field are the horses, the war horses, and the knights, and Gorbin.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the
yes.
Duke here, like whoever's coming in up this direction.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, Kadu will gesture to the matron zealots, I presume they're hers, and the Raven Knights, and pull them back inside the gate.
Okay. Yeah, sure, easy enough. And surging out from the gate are Rita and her men, and then soon enough after that, the rest of the Trebane garrison. You recognize some of the faces of the thugs you hired on the street rushing out. Shit, they got good weapons. We could sell those. Make a lot of money. And they go out.
I'm gonna shout out, like, riflemen, form up on the walls, quickly! Like, anyone that's about. Any rifleman.
Make a charisma check.
Come on. Yes.
Your commanding voice rings out through the battlefield, cutting through the chaos. Nods go up. One man looks to his captain, and the captain says, well, you heard the man, let's fucking do it! And they get up, and they mount up on the walls, which were not originally intended to hold soldiers, but wooden scaffoldings have been built sort of like behind them to form a platform. Ladders are climbed, and guns formed up, and before long you hear the ringing cascade of gunfire as more soldiers move up. Lionel returns on his gooey flesh horse, and holding up his hand high, a light shining within, as two massive flesh golems follow, stumbling and stomping the ground behind him. Go on, whatever you need to do, do it. There's fighting everywhere. We'll hold the line.
Keep that ogre tied down as much as you can. He's an odd bastard.
Yeah, he looks like it. All right, let's go. Let's fuck some shit up. Father Donovan behind casts Dawn, and a brilliant blinding light shines out in a 40-foot radius above past the gate, searing in its intensity as you all move. Tarn gives a nod to you, Morris, as he stomps past, clad in his armor, ground quaking beneath him.
God, I love
And-
you so much.
Okay. Tillier follows behind. I was hoping we'd get a little bit of a reprieve before we went back into the chaos. I see that is too much to ask for.
When has it ever been that way with us, Talia?
This is all too true. I really don't know why I still follow you. Curse my goddamn affections. And Akron, you jump off the wall and land. And Morris, you glance over your shoulder. Fuck, that's Akron. What the fuck's he doing here? What the fuck is going on? But
No time.
perhaps there's no time to question.
No time.
He's
No
kind of
time.
jogging in, just looking to the side, like, how the fuck are you alive?
Yeah.
I got better.
I got better.
That's my thing!
Soldiers move in. Okay. Is there anyone I'm missing from this line? There's Strom, Morris, Katu, Zale, Akron, full party there. There's... Okay, and then there's the matron zealots who are following in behind. Okay. Copy and paste. Heading into the entrance, soldiers are moving on. The fighting hasn't penetrated into this place yet. The walls seem to be held for the moment. You enter into the main foyer. You see a few soldiers here. Some of the wounded have been pulled back. A few of Father Donovan's faithful are tending them. They look up as you enter. One of them, the same fearful one that you saw, Strom, looks to you. A young woman with mousy brown hair, the look of a healer. I heard gunfire inside, toward the library. Hurry?
I don't even wait. I'm gone as soon as she says library. Full sprint.
Yeah.
Running. Okay.
As we're running, I'm going to cast Detect Magic.
Yeah, indeed. You notice some faint residual magic coming from the walls themselves, enchanted to be more durable, to be flame-proof, things of that nature. But nothing immediately pings your radar yet.
Okay.
Damn. I drew maps for all the wrong things. Like, I had maps for your fucking guest rooms because I intended the assassins to attack you there, but then I thought it would make more sense to draw you off so they wouldn't have to fight.
Yes, prepare to be unprepared. I like it.
Look, ideas strike you sometimes.
I'm prepared, but I'm not.
It's the modus operandi of my entire life, okay? I make life decisions on a whim.
Damn, I studied for
Always.
a math test, but it's the English one today. Fuck.
I never study for any tests. I just aced them on raw intelligence.
Just like D&D. Nice.
Just like D&D, exactly.
God damn, it appears I've caught myself off guard yet again.
Exactly.
I'm gonna blindfold myself and walk into the shady alley. What could possibly go wrong?
Unironically, that's close enough to what I did to get mugged. But
I
you know what?
You did it on a scooter or a bicycle, whatever the fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, but it was a great experience. I don't regret it in the best. That bad.
Because you got
in
to
the
chase
least.
5 children with a gun.
I did. It was fucking fun, man. It was great. It was awesome. I'd do it again, and next time I won't miss. Okay.
Wow, that's this is Discord records their stuff, dude.
I
I
remind
don't
you,
give a fuck, dude.
I'm also streaming. Not that anyone watches my streams other than Stumpy. And
In
Steve.
Minecraft, Verbman.
In Minecraft, I'll kill
in
those.
game.
I'll kill those kids in Minecraft. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Shit, I forgot. Okay.
She had 2
Oh, my-
dead
no, my
shots, a
number's
Night Stalker, and that weird dude with the double-barreled gun.
Yes. Give me just a moment. My brain is all over the place right now. The weird.
Children
I sure am, and killing them in the worst ways possible.
in game.
In game. Okay. Your group barges into the space. Sylvia looks up. The mercenary, who, see now is clad in plate armor.
Is this the one I
his
saw
gun.
in the woods?
Yeah, the same bounty hunter.
Excellent.
Give me just a moment. Map layer, that's right, they're in the library, so there would be stacks of books, tomes, and such. It's a library, after all. Only makes sense. That man is bisected by the bookshelf. He is cut in half.
That is now canon.
Yeah, you heard it here first.
You didn't hear shit, dude.
I've got evidence.
Killed by an unfortunate reading accident.
Such a
Those
shame.
kinds of
So
accidents.
young. So young.
It's a real page turner.
Sylvia looks up as your group approaches. God damn. You have it, don't you? The fucking book.
Literally no talking. I'm running in. I'm
Yeah,
fucking smacking shit.
I'm fucking going.
Roll
Yeah.
initiative.
Initiative roll.
Yeah.
Roll initiative.
Oh, hang on. Don't roll initiative. I gotta clear it. Why am I lightheaded?
Because you're drinking.
I've had half a beer. That's all. I'm panicked, is what I am.
Are you ready for initiative yet?
I am ready for initiative. I
Alright.
am so ready for initiative.
Oh god, I'm so shit at initiative.
There we go.
Okay. Alright. Morris, I'll let you keep your 12.
Oh, thank you.
And you get your 24 as well.
What does I fucking do?
Yes, Katu.
Hey! Goddamn, nice. Okay.
So FYI, I've got a 12 initiative, so it's just a +1. So
Ah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I'm a wizard, not anything else.
This is all too true.
I mean, artificer.
Uh-huh.
Mm.
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 Okay.
Mm. I left my turret on the stove. My bad.
Suspicion intensifies.
Okay. I'm gonna change the music to shit. What do we got?
Dead silence because it's a fucking library.
Fuck you.
We just have a bunch of this is the library music.
Yeah.
The dead shots. One of them raises a revolving carbine. Takes 2 shots at you, Zale, because you're the first in.
Move me, you cheeky bitch. Never mind.
Okay. That's 12 points, and then 27 points of damage as 2 shots blast out in the space and pierce your armor, and blood sprays out. Ducks back behind cover.
On that crit, I'm going to rebuke the violent.
Okay.
I need him to make a DC 17 Wisdom saving throw for me, please.
That is a failure.
He takes the damage he just dealt to Zale.
Shit, fuck. Light shines out and bakes across his skin, and he screams out, "Oh fuck, what the fuck, what the ah!" And he ducks out. Next up is, well, the other dead shot. He looks and sees what happened there. Sees that you have your hand raised, Morris. Fucking wizard spellcaster fucks. 2 shots at you. It's an 11 to 15, both miss, blasting out in the empty space. No impact, no joy. Akron.
Yes. It is my turn.
Wait, what is your
I-
initiative again?
My initiative. Oh, so because I'm a time wizard guy, I get like my intelligence added.
Ah, there you go. Nice.
That's an awesome skill.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, man.
Let's see, who is like kinda not really PogChamp in their retinue? This guy's the guy with the big fuck off axe, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. I'm gonna use my staff to cast Hold Person on him. He needs to make a 19 Wisdom save, please.
Sylvia Demir Trebane raises her hand and casts a counterspell.
Counterspell.
You counterspell her counterspell.
Counterspell.
The Night Stalker tries to counterspell your counterspell to counterspell.
Okay, they counterspelled my counterspell and countered my spell. Alright.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Wizard
Oh,
duel.
her counter spell goes through.
The Night Stalker's counterspell, the Night Stalker counterspells your counterspell, so she counterspells your Hold Person.
Okay, cool.
No,
So
that's
I cast Hold Person, she counterspelled that, so I counterspelled that, so he counterspelled that, which cancels my Hold Person. Okay, gotcha.
as a flurry of arcane
Cool.
magic
These
waves out.
counterspells are getting really fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
Two
And I'm
wild
all
magic
for it.
surges happen. Roll D100 / roll D100 as inclement chaotic magic fills the state. Wow, wow, that's really close. What happens there? Out of 29 to 30, you cast Firebolt on yourself. So this Night Stalker casts Firebolt on himself, I guess. Okay. He doesn't have that spell, but I'll just cast make a spell attack, and
Fireball will work.
Oh!
he crits himself. What the fuck?
So that's 20 points of damage plus 2d10, no?
Fuck you. Why did I do this? Okay.
He incinerates himself.
Fucking hell, dude. That's almost
Yeah,
max
all
damage.
according to plan.
The counterspell lashes out, and through a shockwave, a backlash of energy through his own spell, flames shoot back and fucking immolate him. He is very badly hurt immediately, right off the fucking bat. So that the 32 would be for Sylvia. So on a 31 to 32, you cast Firebolt on yourself and up to 2 other creatures. So
Oh my
Okay.
god.
so it happens to her too, but 2 other creatures get the punishment, and it doesn't say like at random, so I assume she can choose.
Cool. Let's look at one.
Okay, so a cold firebolt at herself, just for the spell attack. That hits herself. Yeah, great, good job. So she takes 3d10 fire damage. Oh, she takes 10 points of damage. Nice, not too bad. And then
Next time, let me cast my spell, you bitch.
2 more attacks. 2 more attacks lash out. That one goes at you, Zale, and it misses.
Okay, Des.
That one goes at you, Morris. Does a 20 hit?
Yes, it does.
You take 3d10 fire damage.
Actually, shield.
You cast shield.
Yeah.
Okay, so the backlash shoots out toward you too. You raise your shield and it deflects off, a wall of flames washing up against the barricade. All right. So the Hold Person is rebuked, Drakron. What is the rest of your turn?
It's insane.
I
The whole
mean,
chain of events.
I think that was a pretty good turn on my part, not gonna lie.
Yeah. Yeah, you did some damage, man.
All according to plan.
According to plan.
You did 48 points of damage.
And I cast a control spell that does no
Yeah.
damage. That's a pretty successful turn. I'm gonna end it right there.
Okie dokie, artichoke. Zale, it's your go.
Now, Mr. Verb, I would like to move to this bookcase and
Okay.
Conan the Barbarian dominoes it and crush these 2 people.
I like it. Make an athletics check for me.
Very well. So I'm going to move to
Knowledge.
Yar.
All that knowledge. Antoinette's gonna be so fucking pissed.
Athletics.
Yes, athletics, please.
Nice.
24. You flex your muscles behind the shell of your armor and plant hands on the bookshelf and fucking flex and put all your fucking weight into this. The force, all the force you could ever manage in your body. And the bookshelf topples. It hits the other one, and the Night Stalker looks up to see it coming down. He's like right in the line of fire. There's not even a chance, but the dead shot's gonna get a dex save. See if he can avoid this. That's a natural 1. Okay.
How much damage is a full bookshelf?
This is a Trebane library, man. They stack that shit to the brim. I'm rolling 4d10.
Come on, big money. Nice.
The Night Stalker has enough time to look up and see all that knowledge crushing down on him. He reaches out as if to pluck a book and open it and read it, as was his dream as a child, to read all the books in this library, and is crushed. His blood spraying out in a puddle underneath him. The dead shot moves up and dodges out of the way as I...
On a natural 1?
Oh no, that's right. For some reason I got that confused with the natural 20. No, he takes 29 points of damage and gets fucking knocked prone and crushed underneath it. Thank you for that. My brain.
I was gonna say.
Very scatty there.
Shitbag.
Dude,
Yeah.
Fuck off random guys at the gas station. It makes you a little confused.
Evidently, that trucker's semen must have had some psychedelics in it, man. I mean, I like to party, but in a controlled way. All right, Zale, that's your turn. 21 is Katu.
As a
go
bonus
for it.
action, I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Okay, your AC is 21 now.
22.
22, that's correct. Fuck. Okay, Katu, it's your go.
What's this dude?
Cragvorn, he's a bounty hunter. He has like a double-barreled blunderbuss with an axe head
This is
bayonet.
the guy that was hunting Noodle.
Glad it wouldn't
Or Moorish, I guess.
Okay, she is going to use her 40 feet of movement to get up there, and I think you can guess what's going to happen.
Go for it.
He's gonna shake
Star
his hand
Fury
and
swinging
say,
up.
Well done.
Oh, by the way, I raged first.
Yeah. For sure. 19 hits. What's my rage icon? Sure, that looks ragey. Ooh, 21 points of damage. Good hit. Crushing into him, plates denting and smashing underneath him. A natural 1 misses as he ducks underneath. He's going to use Stone's Endurance on that. The art doesn't reflect it, but he's actually Goliath. So he's going to reduce the damage from that first hit. Couldn't find a Goliath Barbarian with a double-barreled shotgun. It's oddly too specific, I think. As you swing and strike the armor, and the armor dents, but the flesh underneath it's almost like hitting a fucking mountainside. Anything else for your turn, Katsu?
No.
Okay.
Focus restless attack.
Relentless, my bad. I misspelled.
Reckless.
Or was it reckless? It's one of the R words, one of them.
Alright.
Reckless attack and relentless endurance.
The
Yeah,
Zealots
so-
are gonna move up behind you. They have a speed of 30 feet. Use their actions to charge and get up side by side with you.
Talir isn't on the initiative, by the way.
Oh, he's not even on. You're right. Thank you.
For fuck's sakes, Verb.
Look, there's a billion things to keep track of. You can criticize me when you're a
Whose
DM.
fault is that?
Fuck you.
No, it's yours. Fuck you.
Jesus Christ, man. Jesus Christ.
I'm
I'm gonna.
Nothing to do with this. This is still your fault.
Wow. Okay. Alright, next up are the Raven Knights. They're going to move as well. 30... yeah, and then action to dash. And all of them just flood around this man, swarming around you, Katsu, as effectively the leader of the faith right now. This one can't get past the bookshelves. The space is all taken up. Does he have a ranged attack? He's gonna throw a hand axe at Crag. Hey, that hits. 7 points of damage. Good job, Raven Knight. Now Crag is up. A lot of you in there. Well, I hope you enjoy this. And he's gonna throw a grenade right behind. Almost softball rolling it between your legs, Katsu.
Temporal shift as a reaction.
What does that do?
Well, first he needs to make a 19 whiz save. And then that happens. If he fails.
Okay. Jeez, okay.
Sorry, temporal shunt.
Temporal shunt.
Fuck
Hey! Natural 17. Fuck. Okay. You attempt to bend space-time around this man, and for a moment it takes hold, and then he ducks his head back, seeing what's happening, doesn't really fucking understand it, and just goes on with what he's doing, pulling a grenade from his belt, lighting it, and it detonates.
Question, bro.
Yes, what's up?
Did the matron zealots and the second Raven Knight actually take attacks?
They use their actions to dash.
Oh,
10-foot radius, which is looks like that. Yeah, okay. So he detonates it, and it's a group saving throw. Katsu, I need you to make a dex save. DC. That is. You have advantage on these, right? Oh, jeez. Not that it counts.
not that it matters, but yes.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. One success and a failure. The grenade goes off and blasts you from behind, Katsu. You take 17 points of piercing damage as shrapnel shreds into you from
Reduced.
behind. Reduced to 8 because of your rage. And that counts as one of Crag's attacks, as he's going to wheel around with his fucking axe. And, well, no, you're in point-blank range with him. He swings the axe and just sort of like tries to bury it in your shoulder and just meets the armor, and then planting it and getting to better rest. He's going to take a shot at point-blank with advantage. And do 24 points of piercing damage, blasting into you, almost catching you right in the fucking face. You twist your head, and some of the pellets scatter off the hard plate of your jaw. It's reduced to 12 because of your rage. Shit, you're tough. This could use a bonus action and unarmed strike you. And miss, punching you in the chest and doing absolutely fuck all.
That spits in his face.
He takes it. Rude. Okay. Next up, Sylvia, Demira, Trebane. Oh, this is rather messy. Didn't want to have to do this so early, but you forced my hand. She weaves her hands in a circle, and she's going to cast Circle of Death.
Kind of spell.
You used your reaction already to do that fucking.
I did. You're right.
Yeah. So that's a 60-foot radius.
I
of
don't
pure
like that.
necrotic energy.
Ooh, I have resistance to that.
Do you? Your
On
armor?
my armor. Yeah.
Oh. She doesn't give a fuck about Crag, so she's just gonna cast it on him. I need all of you to make a Constitution saving throw. Ooh.
Ooh.
Hey, that's a success. Okay. Katu and Strom, you both succeed. Everyone else takes 30 points of damage. Katu and Strom, you take 15. Let me do a group save for these guys.
Do I take 15 because of resistance verb?
Yes, sir.
Oh, thank God.
Should be 19.
FYI, now my enemies abound has been dropped.
Ah, that would do it, wouldn't it? The Circle of Pure Necro... Oh, gotta roll one for Crag as well. He's pretty good at those. Can he be 19? He can! Good for you, Crag. Only takes 15. As from underneath your feet, a pure purplish light wells up beneath you, and then, as if all the life force is being drained out of you, you feel your bodies immediately sap and wither as killing energy rips into you. The breath is stolen from your lungs, your limbs go weak, some of you drop to your knees before picking yourselves back up. Both of these zealots to left and right of you, Katu, drop dead immediately, their eyes burning out of their skulls, withering to black coals in their sockets. The Raven Knight to the side falls to his knee on 4 fucking hit points left, on the verge of death.
The rest of the guys, like say Strom and Moorish, take damage?
Yes. Out behind you, yeah, it's Oh, Talir had to make that save too. For once, I almost forgot in your favor.
Who's that on, Dave?
Moorish.
Talir fails. I'm sorry, Talir, you take 30 points of damage. Also falling to his knees, immediately beginning to cough and spew blood on the ground. She looks and sees the result of this. Aren't you? Very well. And she's going to Spell Surge.
Fuck off.
And cast Cloud Kill. Oh no, that should be DC 19. Coding's always fucking wrong, man. Oh well. That's a 20-foot radius. I will tell you who needs to make that save. Give me just a moment. Let's see. She'd want to get the guy that's right in her face. Yeah, and she could angle that. Okay, so Akron, Moorish. Well, I could probably get Zale on that too. Everyone except Talir. Everyone except Talir. Yeah.
What kind of save is it, sorry?
Constitution. Yes, sir.
Fuck me.
As a cloud of killing, toxic green fog rolls in. Morris, you take 22 points of poison damage. Wait, hang on. Does this happen immediately or at the start of your next turn? Let's see. When the creature enters the spell's area for the first time on a turn or starts its on a turn. So Sylvia's turn should count. Wait.
Okay, so
No, I'll
on
say
her turn or on the start of our turns?
I'll say when you start your turn, you'll take 22.
Okay.
So you don't have to take it twice.
Well,
that would be a little bit
yeah.
much. I think that makes sense, right? Yeah, okay. So, and you cannot see through the fog as well, it obscures. Sylvia is then going to use her bonus action and cast a cold fire bolt at you, Katu. At disadvantage because she can no longer see you through the cloud fog. So that's a natural one, it misses. A bolt of flames, icy flames shoots out and just misses entirely.
Well, it's a natural one, so it probably hits the bounty hunter in reality.
We don't do friendly fire rules here. I haven't done it to you. She is going to back off, looking to the dead shots. The elf. Don't burn him, whatever you do. He has something I need. I'm sure of it. Yes, ma'am. She's going to move 30 feet and take cover behind one of the bookcases. That is the end of her turn, finally. Morris, it's your go. You take 22 points of damage at the start of your turn.
Yeah, I've already done that from before.
Okay.
Okay, 2 seconds. Okay. I'm gonna move... feet to here.
Okay, emerging from the fog.
Going to bonus action Misty Step to here.
These things are falling over, so give me just a moment. I just want to arrange the bookshelves so they're canonical. Well, you can't teleport behind the bookshelf because you can't see it, but you can teleport to the space like right here.
Could I move on top?
Or I guess right here. You can. Where were you originally? Right there, was it?
Here.
Right there. No, not behind. Like you're behind the bookshelf, so it completely blocks your vision frontal.
20. So can I go to there then?
Yeah. Okay.
Can
Easy
I, like,
enough.
peek
Yep.
through, sort of thing.
Yeah, peeking around the corner and then lashing out and appearing there. Sylvia looks up.
And then I'm gonna step to her. Hi. Use my ring to get advantage on this attack.
Okay.
Yeah.
Should have given me the book. This won't end well for you, I promise.
The dice are glitching out for some reason, but it's a 24 to hit.
That is a 24 to hit. I believe you. I do
Okay,
believe you. I will
it's come
just
through.
check. Yeah. Nice. Oh, nice.
Let me roll,
That is a hit.
Let me roll again, just real quick. A 14.
14. Your d8s as well?
Oh no,
Oh,
no,
no,
that's
the hit.
That's
You haven't
hit.
rolled damage yet.
No,
I
no.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, the second one misses.
Okay. Damage. Then the 2d8 plus I'm gonna level 3 Divine Smite.
Fucking hell,
So
okay.
that's 6d8 on top.
Fucking hell. Go for it.
That's 30 points of damage. So 46 points of damage.
46. This is a massive fucking blow coming through as you teleport in the air and thrust out with your rapier, red light igniting along the steel, and pierce her in the dead center of her chest and blasts out behind her. Like a point-blank shotgun blast, her blood spraying out. She coughs, stumbling back. And her contingency spell activates, and greater invisibility is cast upon her.
Unsafe.
No, this happens after the attack.
No, for the cloud kill.
Oh, that's right. Thank you. Good
Can
reminder.
she pass that?
You would drop the cloud kill either way. That's true. So the cloud kill is gone,
Yeah.
but she is invisible.
So I get 22 hit points back. Nice.
That's true. Anyone who didn't start their turn yet is not fucked.
Oh, cool.
Yay.
Good shit. Okay.
Is that a reaction?
Contingency? No, it just happens.
Okay.
Okay, end of your turn, Morris.
Yes, sir.
The Night Stalker is dead. Strom, it's your turn.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And I'm gonna Misty Step. Bonus action Misstep. I'm gonna come up behind this fuck.
Okay. Looking over his shoulder at you.
I'm gonna lay into him with 2 sword attacks.
You got it. 27 hits. Would be a 29 with flanking.
That one also hits. Is it sneak attack? 'Cause I...
Yep.
Teleport
Yeah,
down.
your ally's in range as well, so it would be sneak attack either way. Yeah, that's 10 points on that hit, stabbing him from behind. And then another 10 on top of that for 20 total. 2 stabs, quick darting cuts in between the plates of his armor. Blood begins to well. He staggers, looking hurt.
Shit. How much distance did I cover before Misty stepping?
Call it 20 feet.
Alright, cool. I'm then gonna move up and engage with this clusterfuck.
He will lash out with his gun axe at you as you go.
No,
No,
he
he
won't,
won't.
because if I hit someone, I can move out.
That, you're a swashbuckler now. Fuck. Yeah, nice. I suggested that to you. I forgot. Motherfucker. I'm hoisted on my own fucking petard. Okay.
Is
That's
this
fine.
an advantage because he's pinned under a collapsed bookshelf and he hasn't got to move out yet?
He's prone,
Yeah, no,
he's prone,
yeah, he would be. It would be an advantage.
Action surge.
Wait, you used your bonus action to teleport, didn't you?
Yeah, but I'm gonna action surge.
Oh, yep. Gotcha.
And how many attacks does that give me back?
2 more.
Okay.
The 2 advantage.
16 with advantage.
So
19 hits.
And then
25 hits.
uh,
23 hits, yeah. Roll damage. No sneak attack because you only get that once around, unfortunately. But 8 points. 7 points. Yeah, he is dead. With 2 quick stabs, you fucking dart into his neck and his upper arms, which are exposed, and cut his fucking head off. Almost, just about, severing both arteries, the blood spraying. It is an
That's
unpleasant
brutal.
sight.
I'll just turn towards the other one and start staring him down.
His eyes are wide. He is not liking the way this battle has gone. Talir, from behind, about to cough and retch, wiping away tears, looks up and sees, oh, the fog is gone. That is good. That's very good. He's going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. The dead shot's taking cover. But he's been practicing his wizardry. He's going to cast Bigby's Hand.
Yeah.
And
Okay,
he will
good
appear
boy.
at right there and have it smash Cragvorn.
Come on.
Don't hurt my fucking friends! That's a natural 20. Holy shit. That's 34 points of damage. As this massive hand just clenches and Talir shifts his hand over as they're swinging in, like, just fucking Shadow Boxing, swinging through the air, and clobbers this man's entire fucking body, driving him to the ground for a moment. His ears are ringing, his helmet has been knocked completely off his head, and the half of his face is a bloody ruin. Talir's face, he wears an open snarl. That is the end of his turn. Back to the top. This dead shot is dead. The other one, seeing that this has happened, seeing the massive hand. Too late to surrender? Yeah, I thought so. And he's gonna pull out his pistol.
And kill himself.
And shoot at you, Strom. That's a 19 to hit. You take 12 points of piercing damage. The second gun, which is his last gun, he carries them. No, he only carries 2 pistols.
Do anything to my armor, by the way.
You have a +1 to AC.
Okay. So yeah, 19 just hits.
19 just hits. Okay, yep. The shot slams into your armor and badly bruises the flesh beneath. He backs away 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 slowly until his back is against the wall, holding the gun and shaking hands.
So that's just 12, is it?
Yeah, you just took 12. Akron, it is your turn.
Cool. First question, does the hand get an attack of opportunity against him, or no?
It is not a creature, so it would
is
not.
not a creature. Okay. Second question, did Morish call out that she went invisible?
You did not. Although, I mean,
Would
easy
I-
enough
would
to
you-
just shout on
would
your
you-
turn,
would you
Morish.
have allowed me to
So,
have
yeah.
done that?
Yeah, why not?
Then yeah, she's gone invisible. I think she's still next to me.
Cool. In that case,
See, invisibility. Hell yeah. Good shit, boy.
I think he's gonna
You
go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Does he see her?
You do not.
Cool. I'll keep a vigil.
Okay. End of your turn?
Yep.
Zale.
I am going to move out to this wall. Hold on. Oh, that's online. To this part, so I get good vantage on this whole side. And
Gotcha.
I'm going to prepare an action. If Sylvia appears, I'm going to immediately cast Moonbeam on her.
Got it. Alright, Katsu, it is your turn.
She's just going to try to take it to go straight in front of her.
You got it. Make attacks.
Reckless attack on the first one.
Okie dokie, artichoke. That's, yeah, that hits.
So what's that? Plus.
Roll advantage with reckless.
No, that's right, in case you crit.
Okay.
Even more of a hit.
Okay, damage.
22 points of damage. Knocked off balance by Talir's arcane hand. He is spinning on his heels, dropping to the ground, about to pick himself up when he sees Starfury coming down. And you crush his eyebrows into his frontal lobe.
Is he dead or?
He's dead.
Okay, he's dead.
He's like hella dead.
So who is left? This dude
Deadshot.
here and invisible.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and the invisible woman.
Okay, Kata will try and beeline for this dude. She's gonna try and get
Okay. Next up, the zealots are gone. Go ahead and make your movement if you'd like, Katsu.
I presume she can get around the back of the book.
Yeah, that's fine.
Second attack and bonus action.
Yeah, jeez.
Yeah.
At advantage because you went
Reckless.
reckless.
Is it reasonable to say she can get her there?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, okay, that's fine.
Yeah, she could just be squeezing between the bookcase and the wall.
Fucking
Yeah,
shove
yeah.
the bookshelf aside.
I would say
Yes.
that's extremely reckless.
Yeah, it's 22 hits.
Again.
All the rolls.
That was only the first attack. Well, that's a shit one.
Oh,
Are they not
jeez.
reckless, Dave?
The first one is, I believe.
Whenever you do reckless, it affects all your attacks.
So that 22 and that 14 will be the same attack.
Yeah,
so you need two more attack
he's
rolls.
also dead. Swinging down the mace through the gap between the wall and the bookshelf, the Deadshot just has enough time to look up before it catches him in between his shoulder and his neck and breaks his fucking spine.
Okay, in that case, that was her turn. Yes.
Okay.
Would my detect
The Raven-
magic not pick her up?
How long does Detect Magic last?
10 minutes?
10 minutes?
I
Yeah.
cast it as we were running into the
Yeah,
library.
yeah. No, there's a strong aura of magic right in front of you.
Okay.
What was that, Usti?
I was gonna say, did he not lose that concentration?
No, that was the Hunger
Uh,
of Hadar that I lost.
But did you make a concentration save for the first damage you took?
I think it did it
Circle of
automatically.
Death?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
he
did. I
passed
rolled a
it.
20. Yeah.
Okay, nice,
Yeah,
nice,
okay, cool.
nice. Okay, Crag is dead. Sylvia is up next.
Mm,
Invisible as she is,
is it? Oh, yeah.
she is very badly injured. Very badly injured. Hmm. Hmm. She really wants that book. Really wants that book. Okay. Okay. Gives you a bonus action to do that.
As soon as she steps out,
Would
like,
I,
I'll
I
see
would
her.
see, I would see her where she was going as well with my detect magic out.
Yes, you would. You would. And indeed, you see immediately a flash of. What kind of magic is this? Conjuration magic, a flare of it right in front of you, and then that aura right on the top of the bookshelf here.
Where, sorry?
Right here.
I
And that's
don't
where you
it.
see. You don't see a ping?
Are you on the GM layer?
Oh, that's correct. There you go. Right there.
Cool.
She stands on the top. Just a bonus action to do that.
Akron can now see her.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. I definitely have at least 20 feet of normal vision.
Okay. Yeah, she's gonna do this. I need every creature within 30 feet of her. So, oh, that's surprisingly few. Morish and Katu.
Is she casting a spell?
Yeah, she's a Trebane. She can do that.
Hold
Is
on.
that a class feature?
You've got your reaction back, Husty.
Yeah, so spell magic, fuck you.
You mean counterspell?
Yes, that one.
Okay, you do need to roll for it, because this is a 5th level spell that's coming out.
Yudoki?
Cast it at
course it
5th
is.
level.
I kind of used I used my 5th level slot.
Okay.
Cool, so they're just intelligence roll, yeah?
Yep, just straight intelligence. She goes to cast the spell, gathering dark, necrotic energy in her hands, and is about to strike down on the ground when you shoot your hands out, Akron, and the destructive of your counterspell shoots out. She sees it coming. She's going to try and cast counterspell against it, I guess. But she does not have any more 5th level spells, so she needs to roll as well.
Cool,
she
so
needs
is
to
that
beat.
against my 18.
It's your against your the level of counterspell, which is a 3rd. You cast it at 3rd level.
I cast it at 4th.
4th. Okay, so she needs to beat a 14.
Nope,
Can
sorry, 3rd. My bad, 3rd.
Can she
Okay.
cast 2 spells in 1 round?
Akron did, so I guess so.
None?
When you cast, what was it, hold person, then counterspell? I mean, that's fine. I don't think it's a
I
problem
mean,
with that.
I assume counterspell is just like a no.
Yeah, it's like a
hold
quick,
bar,
like a flick of your hand, you know?
really Just fucking counterspelling.
Yeah,
counterspell.
wizard duels, yep. But she sees that she has been seen, sees the spell coming, and then flicks out her hand and strikes your counterspell in midair. And there's a look, you're the only one who can see this, Akron, a look of genuine fear in her eyes now, as she realizes her countermeasure has been foiled.
I can
But
see you.
that's another wild magic surge, so let's roll a d100. Anytime a counterspell hits a counterspell, we do this. It's an 88. An 88.
Summons Hitler.
Oh, Jesus Christ. For the next minute, on an 88, for the next minute, all your spells with a casting time of 1 action have a casting time of 1 bonus action.
Ooh,
That's not good.
okay.
That's really not good. Shit. As the patterns strike against each other and a backlash of energy shoots toward her, perhaps fearing the firebolt that struck her earlier, she squeezes her eyes shut, bracing for the end. And then the magic that floods through her empowers her. Her 5th level spells are gone. Her everything else is gone. She's gonna cast Dimension Door and get the fuck out of here.
Is she still invisible because she cast a spell now?
It's greater invisibility, not regular. So
Is
it
that- yeah,
it lasts.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, it lasts through attacks and stuff, but in exchange it only lasts a minute.
Oh, we would have definitely shut the door.
Dimension Door has a range of 500 feet
So
and
it's-
can bring her. She doesn't have to see. She just has. She can like. She just has to visualize.
Okay.
I'll be back. She calls. You haven't seen the last of me.
Do we see the dimension door appear in midair because it's a spell?
Yeah. Let's see. What does the description say? You teleport yourself
Yeah,
from
so
your current
isn't this
location.
her third
to-
spell this turn?
Yeah, well, because the thing that cast her got her the ability to cast spells as a bonus action, right?
She would use their bonus
she-
action to teleport up.
To
onto the
cast
books.
Misty Step.
Yeah.
That's right. So she wouldn't be able to do that this round. That's
No.
right. Okay. All right. I apologize. Sorry. So she can't do anything yet. But okay. Okay, Morris, it's your go.
So I see where she is. Up
Yeah,
on
you
the
see you
bookshelf.
see the aura, the outline of her.
Okay, I'm gonna see if I can't hop up onto the bookshelf and get right next to her.
Yeah. Yeah, and her eyes widen as she turns and sees you coming.
And make an attack. 2 attacks.
Go for it.
Normal roll.
Hang on. Can you cast a description for detect magic?
Sure thing.
You sense the you see a faint aura. I would say, yeah, still a disadvantage.
Okay.
It's a faint aura.
Yeah,
It's
no
not like,
worries.
yeah.
No, that's a 28
Yeah,
regardless.
this is a 28. Yeah, no, fuck, roll damage, man.
And that's a 21.
Roll damage twice. She would cast shield on the second one, except she used her reaction to counterspell. That's a 14 points of damage. And 11 points of damage. How would you like to do this?
I don't really know, but I'll say, you're never getting this fucking book, and just swipe twice, just out at her direction, and hope to catch her jugular or something like that.
Yeah, swinging out in a flurry of speed and skill, despite your inability to see, you can still catch that faint aura, and you slice. In the first one, you see it appearing out of thin air, a line of blood spraying out, and then hitting the ground in a patter at her feet. And then the second one, you thrust through that same line you just opened, and you feel her heart pop and give on the end of your blade. She releases a sigh.
Fuck you.
And then,
Appear.
Fuck you.
a moment later, her body appears at your feet, Morris, before tumbling to the ground below.
As soon as he sees her dead, in a fucking rage of fury, fucking Strom just fucking yells out and storms out of the room, fucking gone.
Done.
I'm gonna chop her
And
head off and make sure she's
done.
dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she is.
Gonna. Oh, fucking knows. We need to get back to the battle, really, don't we? Yeah, I'm gonna turn and just leave her body here for the time being and make sure to shut the door on the way out and lock it if we can.
Okay. Okay. Tillier dispels the arcane hand contemptuously and steps out behind. And you filter out of the library.
I'm gonna dump all of my lay on hands. And,
Yeah, me
into
too.
his body.
I'm going to arcane recovery.
Can you? That takes a short rest to do, doesn't it?
On fuck yeah, this isn't Baldur's Gate, right?
Yeah. I get 20 hit points back.
Fucking lame.
Is there?
Who are you laying on hands, Ale? Yourself?
Yes.
Nice. Okay. I get a charge back for killing her, which I'm going to immediately use to get
Okay,
5 hit points.
nice.
I take it I
Step-
don't have second wind anymore.
Yeah, not at this point.
Yeah, that's cool.
Need another short rest. But you step out into the hallway, leaving the bodies behind you. The two surviving knights following behind. One of them, he gets about 20 feet out and then puts himself up against the wall. I'm sorry, mistress. I need a moment. Holding a hand to the amulet at his neck. I'll catch up with you. I'll catch up.
Insight check.
Make an insight check.
He is not catching up.
21.
21. He seems like he means it.
Okay.
He just also has 4 hit points left.
Yeah, no worries. I was just making sure. That's all.
Yeah, no, I mean, I would be distrustful of just about everything at this point.
Yep.
Oh, jeez. Filter out into the hallway.
Quick question, Verb.
Yep.
Is it reasonable for Katu to have picked up any potions of healing in her 3 days away?
Did y'all have any in stock at the mansion?
Don't know.
I mean, I'm
Yes,
gonna roll.
of course.
Let's say roll
Definitely.
one.
Yeah, go for it.
We
roll
had-
for it and see
We
what-
actually had like 6 greater healing potions.
roll a d100, and the
forward.
number it gets is the number.
The amount of healing potions. No, I rolled a 1d4 minus 1, so that's the number of potions you get, and the d100 is for luck, so I'd say you have 2 regular healing potions.
Okay, she will down one of those at least.
Okay, you can give yourself 10 hit points.
Yeah, we
Well, down
rolled a
2 of those.
73 on luck, actually. I think you'll find.
No.
73 healing potions.
No, it's 73. Yeah, that's a lot of healing potions, man. You could
I
sell them
downed
and start a
the two-
business.
I downed the 2 of them, by the way.
Okay. As you're moving through, heading toward the battle, there are a number of people running through the halls in pretty much every direction. The sounds of battle are livid outside. You hear screams, you hear gunfire. As you're moving, one Trebane mage sees your entourage and turns immediately on his heels and runs. A young-looking wizard, maybe an elf, of course, so it's hard to say, but he looks in human equivalent like 17, so very young for an elf. It's Antoinette. She's holed up in her damn warehouse. She's got that fucking suit, but she's not doing anything with it. Can you, please? We're dying out there.
Zale.
On it.
Zale, you peel off and begin to move.
Orish,
Yes.
where's my body?
I'll show you in one of these rooms. I'll take him to his body.
That would be appreciated.
Okay. Talir looks toward the both of you moving, and then, where are you going, Katu?
I'm just. I don't understand. Like, where are we going?
In the manor at the moment. There's fighting outside.
She will head to the outside. I don't know which direction. that's.
Okay, to join the battle. Gotcha.
Or at least she'll kind of stop. If she's gonna take a stop at the door, I'm gonna try and check out what's going on.
Yeah, okay.
And if it seems like it's not an incredibly stupid thing to do, she'll then go and join the battle.
Strom, where are you off to?
Strom's fucking livid, so he pushes past Katu and goes straight out.
Straight out. Katu, you pause at the door for a moment, and you see the fighting has managed to breach past the gate. Your lines are still holding. You see Lionel's flesh golems. One of them has fallen and dissolved into a puddle of formless flesh, but one of them is still standing and is sweeping swathes of Jagantoth mercenaries. The orcs are in the thick of it. Some of them have pushed too far past their line and are encircled, but they are fighting ferociously on all sides, basically in the dead center of the enemy formation, as soldiers are surging through. The ballista that you still have fires bolts occasionally and kills 3 or 4 men, piercing them in a line. But they are throwing everything they have at you right now. Make a perception check as well, Katu. Oh, you do also see Gorbin Smasher in the far line, well, in the front line actually, having pushed up, but he looks bloody, cut from all sides.
Sorry, it took me far too long to find that perception button.
That's okay. It's been 5 weeks, man. Ooh, 7. That's a whole lot of fighting, man. That's a whole lot of fucking fighting. And as you're looking through, you hear the
Just
sound of the
going
door
like-
slamming opening. Strom surges out past. I would say in this time, Strom, you would have had a time to reload your gun as well. It's you.
Do I see any people like trying to run past me back inside the manor or anything like that?
Yeah, you see one of the recruits that Morris actually worked on, one of those street thugs, in a blind panic, just sprinting, leaving a hole in his line.
I grab the top of his fucking armor and bring him to in front of me and say, "Get back in the fucking fight on me."
Oh fuck! Man, I can't! This is too much. I didn't sign up for this. I can't. Please.
You either go forward or I cut you where you fucking stand.
Make an intimidation check with advantage.
Jesus Christ.
I'm proud.
With advantage.
Oh.
Shit,
6.
Oh man.
I can't, man. I can't. I'm sorry. I can't. And he tries to break out of your grip.
I fucking cut him where he stands.
Make an attack. With advantage.
If you will not serve in combat, you will serve on the firing line.
Yeah, that hits. Roll damage with sneak attack. One quick stab into his back, which is exposed. He's wearing like rough leather armor, and you stab him right, severing in between the third and fourth vertebrae where the spine is softest, and he drops like a fucking string cut puppet, bleeding on the ground. People look and see this. Oh god.
You're
Oh,
not.
God.
You're definitely not raging still, Katu.
Yeah, I know. I'm
I look back at everyone looking at me and say, "Form up on me now."
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And a ragtag line forms around you, and you move forward into the fray, gun and sword in hand, and join the fight. Katu, you see this? Your single knight stands behind you, Talir by your side. Should we join?
Yes, let's go.
All right, let's do this. And he steps out, fire flickering between his fingertips. Zale, you move deeper and deeper into the warehouse. And eventually you find yourself at the door of the foundry, which is open, ajar on its hinges. And at the very far end of the line, you see Antoinette curled on the ground in front of her suit, arms over her knees. Look of fear in her eyes. And Morish, we'll get to that in a sec, Zale. Morish, you guide Akron to the room, to the guest room you left Akron lying on. Still peaceful on his bed, though a little rigor mortis setting in. His belongings there.
Here you go. Good luck. See you in a bit. And I'm gonna just. Is that how? Are we on the ground floor?
Second floor.
Okay. I'm gonna. How high up is that?
Be like 20 feet up, I guess.
You have a broom.
I do have a broom. Yeah. I'm just gonna get on the broom. And actually, wait. No. How long does Akron take to put his stuff on? I'm guessing it's not long.
Like a minute. Like a minute.
All right. Yeah. I'll wait for Akron.
Okay, you got it.
Akron puts on his glasses and wants to examine his dead self. Very interesting.
Of course.
We
It
need
is
to go,
extremely interesting.
man.
Zale,
Yes, it's in a minute.
Zale, you stand at the far end of the foundry.
She's in the fetal position in the army, yeah?
She's not in, well, yeah, she's sitting in the armor with the hatch open, I guess. Knees curled to chest, arms over it. I can't.
If you stay here and do nothing, you're going to die. You're not even in your armor. The hatch is open. Do not be afraid of death. You have overcome it. I am here. I can bring you back again if something happens. If you're not going to do anything, at least unleash the automatons. You are strong. I thought you wanted to be an asset to the Empire when you come in. Do you think they're going to take you in if they come here and you're sat sniveling in a fetal position in your armor? If you sit here and do nothing, we're going to die, and I'm going to be damned if you die before I get that rub down. And I am going to cast Bless on her and myself.
Make a charisma check for me.
Where the fuck is it? Oh yeah, check. Oh no. With advantage?
You're blessed, right? So add a d4.
No, he did mention the rub down. I believe that doesn't go.
That would negate the advantage. No, fine. I'll give you advantage.
Yay! Here comes the nat 1.
Wow, same exact roll. You don't understand. It's all been a lie my entire life. A fucking lie. He wanted so much of me. I can't do this. I'm not that strong. I'm sorry, Zale. I'm sorry, but I died. I saw the end.
And you know how warm and comforting it feels. This plane is the one of pain and existence, but that's what makes every success feel greater. In the other side, everything is given to you. Nothing feels real. Here it does. We have emotions. We have feelings. Right now you can feel your heart beating out of your chest. You can feel the blood flowing through you. If you do nothing, you're going to sit into a blissful abyss. But you all know deep down that you didn't do your best. Your aspirations should match your actions. Get fucking moving now.
In a desperate bid, she reaches out her hands and clasps them around your gauntlet. Tell me I'll win. Tell me I won't die again. Tell me we'll beat this. Please.
If you die, then it means I've died. I'm still casting best, so there's like there's some moonlight, there's some fire, there's some warmth, there's some shit going on. Some Barry White in the background.
Careless whisper, yeah.
Yeah, careless whisper.
God damn it. Damn it all to hell. Fine. Fine. Fine.
I mean, like, seriously though, you could like at least let the automatons out.
Oh no, they've been fighting. No, they've been fighting. They've been at it.
Imagine if they were just huddled around.
This
The
better
fucking-
feel.
The fucking vinyl scrap. Music stops. Seriously though, automaton.
She pushes you away, but softly, and you step back and the hatch closes with a sharp snap. And the armor whirs to life, steam puffing out around her. She flexes one steel arm, and you see mounted on it a heavy 6-barreled cannon. Each barrel equipped with like a long rectangular box, just shooting out in almost like a hexagonal pattern. Magazines, it seems. And on the other arm, just a massive steel fist, but over her back, a giant adamantine blade. In the fist itself, you see pulses with a blue light. And her voice echoes out from the inside, amplified. Alright, but this better feel like fucking gold when I stomp their fucking heads. And I swear to God, if we lose this, we better not lose this. And that is where we will end tonight's session.
Yeah.
Okay. You could have killed her, yeah. You could have killed her. I'm just saying. It was an option.
Nah,
I could have killed her and taken the suit myself, but I know.
not that.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching, everyone.
I'm
jeez.
owed a bar.